US Open Cricket 2024 Player Draft as MCL Team Management selects 75 top players for this year's epic tournament.
Stay tuned for all the action. This is where champions are made. December 14th. Catch US Open Cricket on MAQ TV.
That's good. All right, so the word from out here is there are no major changes in the DC squad. Let's talk about LA Lions. Faisal, what is your plan?
Yes, we're looking forward to put the runs on the board, and inshallah we'll try our level best to score maximum.
All right, I wish the best to both the teams and good luck.
Thank you.
So the word out here is we're going live with the game shortly, guys. Thank you.
US Open Cricket 2024 Player Draft as MCL Team Management selects 75 top players for this year's epic tournament.
Stay tuned for all the action. This is where champions are made. December 14th, catch US Open Cricket on MAQ TV.
US Open Cricket 2024 Player Draft as MCL Team Management selects 75 top players for this year's epic tournament.
Stay tuned for all the action. This is where champions are made. December 14th, catch US Open Cricket on MAQ TV.
Hel- Hello, hello, everyone, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to another game here of USA Cricket Open 2024. And with me today is Ayman Anmar, your female commentator. First ball, first delivery, as we watch this interesting game that should be on the card between the LA Lions and DC Eagles here on match day 3 of the tournament. Both teams are coming off victories in their first game and are looking to gain the ascendancy as they seek a semi-final spot here at USA Open 2024. With me is, as we said earlier, is Anwar. Hello and welcome.
Hi Letterman, I hope you're doing well, and good morning to all the fans watching us out there from the Broward County Cricket Stadium. Oh, it looks close to me, but umpire says it's not out. Looked like it was going down the pitch. Asif is getting that early swing which he's famous for. He is the king of swing, there's no doubt about that.
Indeed, and he'll be hoping to be the trump card here for this Team DC Eagles team. They did well in the first game, and a good pace being talked about. Those who are on hand and have seen him have been impressed. Good accuracy with his Yorkers, etc., and a good short delivery. So he should prove a handful for the LA Lions team here.
Yes, absolutely. We have been watching LA Lions playing in their first match. The players did well. Hizbullah Durrani scored a cameo for his team, scoring 30 plus runs, and he has gone massive for the shot, but look like the fielder will make a chase for it. So they will make two comfortably here.
Yes, indeed. And Asif, a little bit, as you say, on the short side there, and taking advantage is Banuri. He's now off the mark with that shot, brings into the Rani into strike, and he too here will be hoping that this partnership can give this Lions outfit the start that they need as they seek to set what would be a formidable total to chase DC Eagles team to chase. But it's interesting, good length run up, Asif coming in from the northern end as he walks up, gradually getting into strides in very smooth, bowls a pitch just outside half and swinging away, leaving the batter there, Banuri. Good delivery.
Yes, very well bowled indeed. He has been hitting this length in his first match, and he was unplayable there. A player like him is a great opportunity for all those bowlers standing in the ring alongside him to learn from his line, to learn from his length and his beautiful rhythm when he comes into bowl.
Oh, guided there nicely past the man there at what literally backward point there on the short third man on the circle, and 4 runs, first boundary of the afternoon from the bat and off Banuri. Interesting start.
Yes, it's a good grim awareness from Banuri. He knew that the third man is in the ring. Anything on the bat could guide him towards the boundary. I wonder he didn't start with the slip because he is getting that bounce. It won't be easy for the batsman to play a drive early on against him. So there's a definite chance for a slip out there.
Right, so that's the first wicket for the DC Eagles. Down has gone Banuri, who is trying to get in his stride. So 6 runs he has been dismissed for of 5 deliveries. And wow, what's your take, Aman?
Yeah, I must say that it's a wonderful catch. It was high up in the air, and the fielder made no mistake coming down on the ball. We were talking about the experience of Muhammad Asif. He got for a boundary. Never mind, he knows how to make a comeback in, and he got the batter out for his team.
Indeed. What the strike that would have been wanted here from the Eagles in the first overs. The Lions are now 6 for 1. And it's a start that they have been dreaming for. A wicket in the first over is always welcome. 6 runs was the price. Maybe not. But they would have preferred less. But less. But at the end of the day, it's a wicket in the bag. And arguably the dangerous Banuri, who was getting into stride. But Mohamed Asif has struck, and it looks good on the part of the DC Eagles unit.
Yes, DC Eagles had won the toss and they wanted to bowl first. Yesterday we saw LA Lions doing the same because we had some overcast conditions. Today the weather is pretty good. It's sunshine, but you can always have that advantage of moisture on the pitch early on. So I think they made a good call because they have got Muhammad Asif, who has got a great control on the ball with his swing. So he can surely do the damage early on with the new ball. So the new bowler again is Mas Khurram, a young Karachiite.
Karachi, from your homeland there in Pakistan.
Yes, surely.
Indeed. Quite a few Pakistani here participating in this tournament, being organized by MAQ TV, who himself is a Pakistani. So there is Asian influence, including Indians. There's Caribbean, West Indies influence, and other players from other established cricketing playing nations. But it's here in the USA, the USA Open, one of the premier tournaments, one of the most established, as we have Khurram here from the southern end to bowl his first delivery. Up, bowling just side off, swinging in and hitting the middle of the bat there on the part of Durrani, facing his first delivery. Quite a solid defensive shot.
Yes, it was wonderful from Mas Khurram. He started off very well. He has played up for his first game here, and he has realized the good length on this ball is absolutely good for the bowler because it is difficult for the batsman to pick it on. Anything other than that would be in the radar of the batsman because this pitch that we are talking about is for both batters and the bowlers.
Coming in, delivering this time, just outside off, up into the zone and lifted high and over mid off. The 1, 2, 3 bounce in terms of the boundary, and posing with his partner in the middle of the crease is Durrani. A nice over the cover shot, as we say in cricket parlance. Pitched up, slightly over pitched, and he does play through the line, over off. His first boundary, he's now off the mark. Quite a splendid shot.
Yeah, it was a full pitch delivery again from Mas Khurram. There's nothing wrong with the length. If the line was pretty much towards the off stump, he could get a chance there. But again, easy shot for Hizbullah to play on this ball.
Yeah, bad arguable delivery. You don't want to be going up in the batsman. Coming in from the southern end. Khurram again. What is the response? Much better back of the length. Had to be respected there by Durrani. Pretty much playing on the up, solid defensive shot on his part, but much better delivery and a comeback there from Khurram.
Yes, definitely. This is what I'm talking about, that the hard length on this pitch early on would be difficult for the batter to take charge on. He bowled over pitch and got boundary for that. He can still believe in himself and bring back that slip fielder and continue bowling that hard length again.
Comes in again here, Khurram. What will we see from his response? Again pitching up and again capitalizing. The question is, will this be a 6 or a 4? It turns out to be the full maximum here on the part of Durrani. And another bad delivery from Khurram, over pitching and not missing out is Durrani. He looks quite solid. He seems to know deliveries to choose, what to respect and what to dispatch.
Yes, you are absolutely right. It wasn't a bad ball. I think Hizbullah guided it towards the boundary so well. It's a beautiful looking cricketing shot.
Indeed. So looking solid there is Durrani. As we see Khurram comes up, what will be his response this time? Comes in, bowls, outside off, again over pitched and again over cover and again looking elegant, walking down to his batting partner, another fist dump, 4 runs all day.
Yeah, not so well. Mas Khurram is slightly under pressure here. He's bowling outside off stump, and he can see that the batsman is too good on this region. Whenever he bowled hard length, he struggled against it. Not struggled absolutely, but he gave respect to a good bowling.
Indeed. So we're watching the MAQ TV Match Sports USA Open 2024. An exciting clash here on the way between the Los Angeles Lions and the DC Eagles. And so far it's 20 for 1. In this second over being bowled by Quran. A good batting display done by Durrani here. Here he comes in, Quran. This time, what will he respond? A little bit more pitched up. A little more had to be respected there again on the part of Durrani. I just say his shot selection seems to be so good. No run there at the end of the over. 20 for 1 after 2. And not bad. So, good start there on the part of the LA Lions. How will you see the response? As if now from the northern end for his second over. This time pitching just outside off, leaving the batsman there, the new batsman Hotak, and no run there. 20 for 1 here on the second over. But how do you see the start so far, Aman?
Yes, so well, I think all the bowlers should see this length here. The Asif just bowled, even though the batter wanted to come down the ground to hit this one, but it's very good from his end.
Indeed. So again, looking for a second wicket in terms of Mohamed Asif. Northern end comes in this time, bowl another good delivery, back of a lane, just outside off. Leaning forward was Kotak on the front foot and just had to watch that one or all the way to the keeper.
Yes, a little bit of communication between these two batters. I wonder what Mohammad Asif is asking about. Hizbullah Durrani is all set there on 6 balls. He has done 14. Kamran Hotak yet to score a run.
Yes, indeed. But Mohamed Asif, as we said in the first game of the DC Eagles, which they won, he looked impressive as a bowler. And here now, opening the bowling again, has taken 1 for 6 in his first over. Here now in his second, looking to get a second scalp and trying to put the Eagles in a much better position than they already are. Coming in from the northern and comes in now again, bowl another good control delivery outside off, not wide enough, not full enough. Batsman had to just watch it as it careened into the gloves of the keeper.
Yes, the plan is straightforward from Mohammad Asif. He wants the batter to stretch out and play the drive against this bowling, and he has got the slip fielder in place. So good to see the conventional field set early on in the game, because we have been seeing that the bowlers coming in and taking one long on and long off straight away. So yes, it's T20 cricket, but again, the first ball would be very crucial for the batsman to play.
Asif comes in this time a little bit wide, and cashed in is the case here from Hotak, getting his first boundary. So a little bit wide, more room, maybe not as spacey as the previous deliveries, and just leaning on the back foot and slashing it backward of point past the fielder. Could have done a better job, and opening his account with a boundary. Here's Hotak, he's off the mark. It's now 24 for 1, the Los Angeles Lions in this fixture against the DC Eagles.
Yes, a bit of a comfort for Hotak there, because he hadn't started his run yet, so he has got the boundary now. He's on 4 on 4. He got the 100 strike rate back.
Indeed, coming in again, Asif. How will he respond? Much more pitched up this time, a little bit closer to the batter. Push to the cover, an attempt to the run on the part there from Durrani, sent back. Wasn't in necessarily any danger of being run out, but an attempt to steal and a single did not work out. but better comeback there on the part of Asif and well fielded.
Yes, he wants this support from his fielders early on in the ring because you don't want to give away those easy singles, and the boundary stops would add extra value to the bowlers.
Asif comes in. What will happen in this delivery? He bowls a little bit more on the leg stump, a little bit coming shuffle out of his crease. There was Hatak, and eventually no run played to the mid-off fielder. Closing out the third over, 24 for 1, is the LA Lions in this contest against the Eagles. Yeah, so wherever in the world you're watching this USA Open 2024 tournament, you could be watching it online on YouTube, on various social media platforms, Facebook and others. It's also at MAQ TV, MAQ Sports website, and you also can view it on your favorite viewing network. If you have Roku TV at home, if you have, you can download the app from the Google Play Store. You can download the app from the Apple Store. And there's so many ways to watch USA Open 2024 as the tournament expands. One of the largest and the most established cricket tournaments here in the USA, and it is always inviting some of the best players and teams around the world, and it's growing in status. So tune in. We're in day 3. The tournament semifinals is on Friday with the final on Saturday. So there's a lot of cricket, and you know, if you're a cricket fan, you'll want to be tuned. Coming in now from the southern end is Uzair in his full first over. Medium pacer replacing the opening bowler. Not a very good delivery there, Anwar. Wide of the crease.
Yeah, started off a bit rusty here. I think it's just still in his warm-up ball. His run-up was not so smooth as it should be. So he's still gaining that momentum.
Indeed. Looking to be bowling a better over. Looking to join Asif as a wicket taker in this innings is there. Comes in, bowls it again wide. Should be signaled wide by the umpire. Yes, it does. Either pitching on or outside that blue line that the umpire uses as marker. Keeper had to go a long way. So not starting off well. 2 wides in his first 2 deliveries was there.
Yes, he is bowling there. All those outswingers, all he has to do is to come back into the off stump and allow the ball to get that swing from the right areas.
Indeed. There, will he change? Pitching much more closer to the batter. There is Durrani. Kind of jumped on him based on his reaction, but he was in a solid defensive position. As we have said, he has looked very good so far, Durrani. 14 runs off 7 deliveries. 200% strike rate, showing respect to that better delivery from Uzair.
Yes, very good indeed. Good comeback from Muhammad Uzair. He should be hitting that length hardly.
Okay, coming in again is Uzair this time. Pitching up and again in the sweet spots of Durrani, who has lifted him over mid-off. 1 bounce over the boundary, and Durrani seems to be picking these deliveries quite well. He has gone 4 boundaries now. Over pitching was Uzair, and going through the line over mid-off, 1-2 bounce actually, and he has capitalized on that poor delivery from Uzair.
Yes, he's capitalizing those deliveries very well, and they should have read this about him, because it has already been 3 overs and they're into the 4 overs, and he's all settling down. He has already scored 18 on 8 balls, so they might want to change his length for this particular batsman here.
LA Lions 30 for 1. Coming in, Uzair looking for a better response. Oh, not bad. Appears to be a little bit slower. 1 bounce to the keeper. Moving over outside the off was Durrani, but that delivery, maybe the change of pace, defeated him. He was saying he should have left it alone, but he played and missed.
Yes, he's trying to take on everything, so the bowler should be aware of the situation here and continue bowling those variations to disturb the batsman.
Indeed. So Uzair is demonstrating that while he may have been wide and not finding his range in his opening deliveries, he does has the ability to change pace, if not pitch properly. But let's see the response now. Good battle here. Uzier comes in, bowls. This time a little bit back of a lane, but a little bit wide, little bit angled down to the fielder there. Short-haired man on the circle. An attempt initially for a run on the part of Durrani. Sent back aggressively by Hotak. And no run in the end.
Yes, the fielder are alert in the ring and they are not coming from the edges, so the field set is very good for the DC Eagles. They are looking to attack them, although their bowling have not been complementing it. Asif has done well from the other end, but they are yet to find someone bowling from pavilion end continuously on a consistent length.
Okay, Uzier comes in this time. Again, much better line, much better lane. Dropped a quick single, a direct hit that's close and dismissed immediately by the square leg umpire. Excellent feeling on the part of the fielder there at point. Coming in quickly at that delivery that was dropped in front of him and picking up with his left hand. Immediate show. Direct hit would have always had Hotak in trouble there. Unnecessary run out. And there we go. It's a second wicket for the Eagles. Direct hit, as we see here, not in the picture, very late on the part of Hotak, and uncalled single, and then an unnecessary dismissal, some would say. A run out, 30 for 2 now is the score here in the 4th over, and Hotak has to walk back miserably for 4.
Yes, this is brilliant from DC Eagles. They were on their toes. That's what we were just talking about, that they are doing good. They are attacking in the ring. So this unnecessary run out would put immense pressure on LA Lions because they were very well set.
Durrani, I noticed he dropped to his knees at the end of that because he knew that that run wasn't necessarily on for some strange reason. Let's see who called here for the run.
Yes,
let's see who made the error. Durrani, he moved after playing that delivery, and what the non-striker should have done was to again told him no and send him back. But he decided to try and take on this one, was attack. A bad decision in the end. Direct hit got him dismissed, and it's now 30 for 2, the Lions.
Yes, good piece of work from DC Eagles. So LA Lions has so many Afghan players playing for them, and some of them has represented Afghanistan A. So they have got plenty of first-class cricket experience in LA Lions team.
Again, adding to the argument I said earlier of the huge Asian influence here. Afghanistan, Pakistanis, Indians, I think Bangladeshis are here as well. All participating in this, enormous tournament here in the US in terms of publicity for the sport. But Azir comes in, bowling his final delivery outside after the new batter, and swinging and missing the outside edge to close off the over. Very good over here, one would argue, at the end by Uzier. None for 6 is his stats, but he got the run out, and it's now 30 for 2 after 4.
Muhammad Asif is back on his run-up again for DC Eagles for his 3rd over. Oh, it wasn't a bad delivery, but he has played it so well. It has gone over and long way for 6 runs. Good batting. This is from Hizbullah Durrani. He playing beautifully. He is very comfortable against these length balls. Hit it high in the air and got the distance to sail it over. Long on for 6 runs. Change in the field in there. Straight away we can see Deep mid wicket back and third man fielder in for Muhammad Asif. Comes into bowl to Hizbullah Durrani once again. Oh, it's down the ground and there's no protection in the deep fine leg region. 4 runs again for this bowling. Hizbullah is taking on everything. Yes, it's not very well guided from Muhammad Asif, and Hizbullah made the most of this delivery and hit it towards fine leg region. So the two fielders outside the ring, a deep mid wicket and deep square leg. Once again towards the leg side this time, called wide by umpire. Bowler comes in to Hizbullah and it's defended on the front foot. No run there for Hizbullah. Good bowling from Muhammad Asif. LA Lions are quite comfortable there with 41 runs in 4.3 overs, taking on their best bowler. So this pitch is playing very well today. Yesterday we had overcast conditions and saw much swing than this. Oh, it's very well bowled and good strike rotation. This is from Hizbullah Durrani. Ibar Muhammad was there to respond him. A left hand right hand combination for LA Lions. Muhammad Asif will swing away to Ibar Muhammad, though he can swing both ways.
Indeed. Again, looking to very much, this is what third over inside the power play. Asif to lead his team from the front as the premier pacer in this unit, as the frontline pacer, now with figures of 1 for 22. I'm sure you want a second one for those figures to look better. But interesting so far. And 42 for 2, roughly 10 runs per over. LA Lions, they'll be impressed with this start. 10 runs per over inside the power play. So Asif comes in on the northern end, pitches just about middle, back of a length. On the front foot was the new batter there, Mohammed. No run as he attempted to get off the mark, the left-handed Mohammed, but very good delivery.
Yes, very good. This is from. He has been bowling very well against the left-handers. He has done against Hizbullah, but Hizbullah has played some exceptional shots. He picked very good length on over the top of the longer and longer fielder. We have not seen anyone doing this so far on this pitch.
Indeed. Coming in now again is Asif. Smooth, gentle run up, back of a length, a little bit short, push there to the fielder on the backward point, on the square, and a similar way in which the run out and the last wicket fell. But 42 for 2 now is the score after 5 overs. 1 overs remaining in the power play. LA Lions doing fairly well against the DC Eagles. Changing bowling here again from the southern end. The captain ringing in the changes, trying to keep the runs down DC Eagles captain, trying to keep the Lions runs rate down. They're currently going at 8 runs per over. And if we go from here after 20 overs, the projected score would be 168, which, as we have argued, in this format of the game, the T20 format, every team invariably would want a par score of 8 runs per over, roughly 160 to feel comfortable, because when you bowl, if there's a bad period, you can make comeback with a total of 160. If you have a below par score of 7 runs per over, say 140, or even 6 runs 120, you'll have to be on the money. Your bowler will have to bowl up to it with a skin, as we would say, to try and win that game. So you want a par score of 160. Give yourself an opportunity for bad periods and making comebacks.
Yes, indeed. So we have a change in the bowling. Spinner has been introduced in the power play, and he's a leg spinner.
As you said, I see very good delivery there. Nicely flighted, pitching just outside off and spinning away. So good flight. Seems to be a decent bowler here. Good turn off the wicket. Good leg spin turn. Keeper had to collect almost at first slip. And the batter has to know that he has to read the flight, the bounce, and the turn here from Bukhari. Bukhari comes in. Nice fluent action. Comes in. Nice flighted delivery. Pitching on leg. Had to be respected there from the relatively informed Durrani, who's 29 runs of 17.
Yes, good start. This is from Husnain Bukhari. He's the star player of the first match. He scored very well, bowled very well, got the man of the match in his first match. So he's an all-rounder.
Bukhari comes in nicely. Okay, this time a little bit flatter, pitching just middle, churning away. On the back foot there was Durrani. Played it to the man at point. No run.
Yes, 3 dot balls so far from this over. Good start. This is from Husnain Bukhari. He has set attacking field here. We have 2 players outside the ring, long off and mid wicket.
Bukhari flighted, and this time going long is Durrani, who has gotten a lot of reward, but this time the fielder is out.
Oh
He
my
has
God.
misjudged it. Jumping behind him is the long on fielder. A chance there goes down, goes a begging. Durrani not necessarily reading the flight here of the spinner, Bukhari, leg spinner, and skying that one and being fortunate.
Yes, this is brave from the leg spinner. He had that mid-on fielder inside the ring and he created that opportunity, but unfortunately that the fielder could not get adjusted under the ball and couldn't grab this one.
Bukhari comes in again. Sorry about not getting that wicket. Outside off there, turning away, only being guided to the short third man fielder there on the square. But here we go, looking at the opportunity.
Yes.
Mistime, you'd want to say, but also misjudged by the fielder, who came in a bit too early. It went over his head and falling safely.
Yes, for all those watching that, you have to run sideways to be able to attempt this catch. You won't make it by running backward straight away.
Indeed. So Bukhari still searching in this a good over so far for his first wicket. Comes in. Nice fluent action. This time bowls, and this time again it's skied. Will the fielder make the better opportunity? Oh, another drop catch. What poor feeling now he's seen here. Durrani must be cursing and saying happy good fortunes to his luck here. He has been dropped another time.
Yes, I hope he's alright because the ball hit him on his face as well.
Wow. End of the 6th over, end of the power play, by the way. 45 for 2 is the LA Lions. And as when we come back, we'll discuss that cameo of a over. So as we close out the power play, 45 with a run rate of 7.5. Would have maybe been accepted. 45 for 2. This is a decent start. Maybe not great, but coming in now, here's the left arm spinner from the northern end in terms of Safter. Good first delivery, forcing the inform, one call it inform Durrani on the front foot. He's on 32 runs, but he has been put down twice in the previous over. But he has played some glorious shots over the cover, over the top, and looks good both defensively and attackingly. So let's see if he capitalizing on this innings. Here comes Safter. Bowl, this time on the leg stump, and he does on the knee and hitting that one over deep square leg for 6. Is a 6th boundary of the innings. Is Durrani well played over pitch on the leg, asking to be hit, and capitalizing was Durrani.
Yes, not a very good line from Rafi Safdar with the field set that he has. He had got a fine leg and a deep mid wicket, but the square leg region is empty, and he bowled that very full and down the line, so an easy hit for Hizbullah Durrani to take him away. Although Rafi Safdar is a very good bowler, he's a left-arm spinner, and he played for Pakistan International Airlines, so he's a former first-class cricketer in Pakistan, and he bowled beautifully in the first match.
Okay, here comes in. What will be his response? This time flighted a little much better on off stump, forcing the batsman to leave the crease, pushing it down to long off. Single in the process there from Durrani, but shows good that he has good shot selection skills. I would like to use the word respecting that delivery.
Yes, we can see that he's a very good cricketer. We can't say that he's committed to just one shot. He's been able to execute balls from all the region. He knows he has game awareness, so he had a fielder down in the long off, so he just gently guided away rather than going for a big shot back to back.
Fairly decent start here from Syed Safdar. He's now bowling to the left-hander, Ibar. Edged. Will this one go down to the boundary of a 4? Yes, it does. 4 runs. His first boundary, Ibar Mohammed. And he gets off the mark with it as well. Coming, pitching outside off, just outside off, and going on the front foot. Had there been a first slip, that should have been a catch. But he's fortunate, and he's off the mark, taking the Lions up to 50. And they are now at the 50 mark, 50 for 2.
Yes, unlucky runs against Rafi Safdar. Oh, he wasn't ready.
So Syed Rafi Safdar, as we said, a first-class cricketer in Pakistan. A nice left-arm finger spinner. He's bowling there around the wicket. Reverse sweep attempted. Wow! New batter here, Ibar Mohammed. Early in his innings, trying to demonstrate that he can reverse sweep. A little bit risky, someone argue, especially the fact that he only got off the mark with the edge. But such confidence. Let's see what happens here from Ibar. Coming in now is Saeed. This time wide, asking to be hit outside. Yes, indeed, called a wide by the umpire. Missing out there was Ibar Mohammed.
Probably expecting another reverse sweep from him this time.
I did bowl it down the leg.
And full pitched.
Indeed. Let's see the response. Side comes in again down. This time a full toss. Capitalized on swept, but there's a fielder there at the deep backward square. 1 run in the end. A good, decent return. So missing out, one would argue, on the part there of Ibar from potential boundary. He does get a single, moving the score to 51 for 2 at the end of the 7th over. So here we go. A new spinner. No, Bakari returns, a leg spinner, having bowled well in the first over, none for 3. Flighted this time, middle stump, an attempted heave over mid wicket, missed timing it on the part there of Ibar. Gets a single nonetheless, moving the score to 55. But how do you describe that delivery?
Yes, it was very well. Not easy for the left-hand batter to get back on his back foot and play it over because the flight was very much decent. Not easy to pick.
Indeed. So Mohammed demonstrating skill here as a leg spinner, Husnain Bukhari. He seems to understand the variations in terms of flight, the loop, the lob, and you have seen him bowl a quick ball as well.
Yes, and in the previous ball he was a bit slow in the air, so the ball skid towards the batsman. So that's where he was not able to pull it very well, like with the middle of his bat.
So showing them that he has variations in terms of his spin repertoire. Comes in once more is Bukhari. Flighted just outside of, forcing the batsman on the front foot. Playing that delivery to backward of point on the square. No run in the end. But I like him, how he looks, Bukhari.
Yes, he's brave. He has got his slip fielder in for the set batter.
He comes in again, flighted outside off. Durrani, not necessarily reading him well. He was dropped twice in Bukhari's first over. This time getting on the edge down to the square leg region, getting 2 runs in the end, but not middling or reading either the flight up or the turn here from Bukhari is Durrani.
Yeah, Durrani is very much committed to playing that slog sweep anytime to Husnain Bukhari, but twice he connected. Unfortunate there.
Indeed, Bukhari this time flighted again. Excellent delivery, maybe his best delivery. Pulling of the inning so far. Pulling the batsman Durrani, who looks quite competent on his front foot. He does watch the flight, the bounce and the turn all the way to the keeper. Almost a perfect leg spin delivery.
Yes, a very good ball. In fact, a very good left as well. Otherwise, he would have given it to the slip fielder or the wicket keeper.
Good battle here going. Bukhari coming nice, flighted outside off. This time again not necessarily in full control, but straight enough, defeating the fielders here long on and long off. Another boundary here for Durrani. He moves to 39. Another risky shot, one would argue, but straight enough, not going to the fielders, and in the end, welcome the boundary.
Yes, he picked up the pocket very well, and he knew that the straight fielder is quite wider, and he picked it very beautifully between them, and the ball was there to hit.
Indeed. So Durrani finally getting at the bat, enough for the bat to get a boundary of the nicely flighted deliveries here from Bukhari. Comes in. Flatted again, a little bit flatter, almost a stumping opportunity. Shows the goodness, if I may dare say, of Durrani. Making a late adjustment, having skipped, looking to get the charge on Mohammed. The quicker delivery almost left him. He got the bat down in time. No run in the end. Closing off the 8th over here. 60 for 2 are the LA Lions against DC Eagles. Major League Cricket 2024. Good cricket all the way. So an enticing contest here between the LA Lions, who's going at a decent run rate at 7 runs per over. That's okay in the opening 10 overs of an innings. If they'll want to up that to maybe 8 runs per over or more in the final 10. But again, from the northern end is Saeed. Left arm spin, bringing the batter here, Ibar on the front foot. He plays it down to point and run through for a quick single. Decent calling there in Durrani, and that was on the cards.
Yes, very well done here by these two. Rafi Sabdar is back again for his second over.
So what will be the response here from Saeed, having been pushed for a single there? This time he come in left arm spin. A swat there, one would argue, from Durrani. If not a pull to square leg. He runs quickly between the wickets, gets a well-deserved 2. So flighted on the leg stump, swept comfortably, 2 runs, taking the total to 61.
Yes, very good bowling. Again, this is from Rafi Safdar. He got a bit inconsistent in his previous over, but bowled 2 good balls.
Coming in, is their side. Fight it again, but this time a bit short and seemingly capitalized. Is it? No. What was that? It was at the top edge.
No, he actually the ball came a bit faster on his bat. He was unable to make a good connection to throw it between the long on and mid wicket fielder. So the pace deceived him.
Okay. And some would argue a missed opportunity. It looked like it was there in the slot to be hit for 6.
Yes, but I have been noticing on this pitch it's very difficult to loft this ball, which is pitched on the hard line, because it rises. So it gets difficult for the batter to pull on this one.
Expert commentary here from co-commentator Iman Anwar, the Pakistani international, demonstrating that, in this her early stint in her, what would you argue, her commentary career, I believe it's a third, fourth game.
Yes, this is my second tournament that I'm covering as a commentator. So, but I've done a good warm up here in the Legends Cup.
Okay, demonstrating that you're not only good on the field but you're off as well. Flighted, gotten on the full in the end and appears to have gotten over the boundary. Is it, or was it an exciting save? It appears to be a save in the end. We'll see that on the replay. But 2 runs there on the part of Ibar, sweeping the left arm spinner off, finger spin off side down to the deep mid wicket boundary, and 2 runs.
Yes, very good effort. This is from this young man. Definitely saved a couple runs for his team. Not very good from Rafi Safdar.
Side comes in this time wide, cracked off the back foot. Elegant looking shot, but there's someone there on the deep backward point boundary. Comes in to cut off and give the team just 2 runs. But good shot there from Ibar on the back foot, giving a little bit of room, and he played a nice cut back with a square.
Yes, great athleticism there from Mas Khurram, a fast bowler. He dove to stop those runs.
Right. So, field apparently well set here. 68 for 2. The run rate still at 7 runs per over. But both teams are battling it out. Side comes in, bowls. This time on mid, a little bit quicker. And stopped. I mean, that should have been stopped by the bowler. He did not go down well enough. But in Venom giving up a single, allowing Durrani to go to 42. Ibar is on 13. The Lions are 69 for 2 here at the end of the 9th over between the LA Lions and DC Eagles. Flighted this time from Saeed. The left hand has hoisted that one in the mid wicket, falling between 3 fielders, single in the end, and the Lions now moves on to 70. But Ibar not necessarily timing that one as he would have wanted.
Yes, definitely the flight deceived him in between, and he was unable to get to the pitch of the ball and play it where he wanted to, but he had got a run for him.
So good bowling here again, nice flighted, and again once it pitches, he gets his good purchase of the wicket. Is the right leg spinner here, Usani Bukhari, and he's providing some problems for the batters, both left and right. Here comes in again. This a little bit flatter, pitching on middle, and just work down to the long on field by Durrani, who appears to be gaining in confidence against Bukhari here in the leg spinner. And he just punched that one, moving to 43 with that single.
Yes, Durrani is playing sensibly now. We have seen him attempting slog sweeps against him, but he has realized the situation, that they are in a comfortable situation, and they would want Husnain Bukhari to complete his spell.
So the number 4 batter here, Ibar Mohammed, supposed to be their best batter, some would argue, in the game. Swinging and missing that one, little bit flatter. Good variation. I love the variation here of Bukhari. Flat outside the off stump here of the left hander.
Yes,
Not
and well
reading that.
kept by the wicketkeeper as well.
Yes, reading that one. Comes Bukhari again. A little bit more blown flighted, showing his variation, deceiving totally Ibar Mohammed. Tried to pull out the reverse sweep. Fortunate for him, that delivery bounced over leg stump, but good bowling, and not picking him is Ibar.
Yes, wonderful display of bowling. This is from Husnain Bukhari. Deceive him in the air with the faster runs.
Here he comes. Let's see what he... Nice, flighted, regular. This time the conventional sweep is attempted by the left hand Ibar. Missing out. Keeper not collecting as well. Called a wide in the end. And the...
Yes, I also think this was wide. So we haven't seen a googly yet from him.
Excellent point there. He comes from an angle though. I think as a West Indies certified coach myself, he comes from a little bit wide of an angle. It may be difficult to bowl a googly for me. He maybe needs to be straighter. But yeah, we haven't seen that yet. Despite his good variation in flight and turn. Comes in one more time, Bukhari. Oh, nice flighted, but in the zone to be lifted and hoisted. He did. Durrani lifting that one over cover for 6. Another magnificent shot on his part. He has been doing this virtually all morning. Once it's there in his zone to be hit, he does not to go over the top. This time over the cover boundary. Full maximum on the part of Durrani.
Yes, Hizbullah Durrani is well set out there. He wouldn't miss those half volleys against him. And we know that this is his zone. He's very good on the off stumps. He's lifting everything over there. Husnain Bukhari knows that as well. He must have missed his length here.
Taking him to 49. A single, what would be a well-deserved half century in the end. Okay, a little bit flatter there, and works into the mid-wicket region. Won't attempt at 2. Instead, he'll wait for it to signal to his teammates there in the dugout for a decent 50. Nice, lovely set of strokes, 6 and 4s. Very eye-pleasing, solid in defense is Hizbullah Durrani, and excellent in attack. His first arguably 50 of the tournament, and he's doing very well for the LA Lions unit here. We're in search of their second win against DC Eagles, who are also in search of their second matches of the tournament.
Yes, well done to this young man. He has played beautiful knock here, and he played with the bravery. It was very good to attack the bowlers like Mohammad Asif early on, and then he kept going and made a partnership with Ibar Mohammed. Played a sensible knock here.
Indeed, dropped twice. It must be noted, and when just came on, when Makari just came on by the long on fielder, not firstly not reading him and the ball going over his head, and then coming in for what should have been a simple catch and then spilling it. So he's been fortunate, and he has capitalized. 50 runs off 33 deliveries is the Hizbullah Durrani. He has given his team a decent start. After 10 overs, they're 80. Solid 8 runs per over, and if they continue, they should make a projected score, all things being equal, at 160 or more if their batters do get a little bit excited. Or a comeback could be on the cards for the DC Eagles in trying to limit them to a lower total.
Yes, definitely. The DC Eagles would be looking forward to get Hizbullah Durrani out to be able to take this run rate below 8 here. They look quite comfortable here.
Indeed. Very, very, very good start from the LA Lions unit. Well set now, Durrani. He'll be interested in potentially trying to get 3 figures. And at the end of the day, he's finding a decent partner in Ibar Mohammed. Hasn't looked fluent, hasn't timed a lot of deliveries, but he's their number 4. He has demonstrated he's comfortable playing the risky shots like reverse sweep. So if he gets his timing, gets his confidence and range, he could even be a better partner for Durrani, Ibar.
Yeah, sure, I believe so.
Alright, change a bowler in the northern end. The Quran comes there, top edge. Zarani goes. He should be out. Griffith comes in from the square leg, from the point region. Comfortable diving catch in the end. And having just reached his 50, Durrani, he had literally given it away. That delivery potential was on the card for a proper pull. He got the top edge and now he's in the middle. He now has to walk back for a decent and well played 50. And was that shot on?
Yeah, he played it with the cross bat. Anything with the straight bat would have connected, as he has been connected against MAQ TV early on. So he made a mistake there playing it with the cross bat. But he played beautiful knock here for his team. We must commend his effort, and he has played some extraordinary shot over the long off and cover region.
Solid 50 on his part. He has given the team arguably the ideal start that they have wanted. A nice power score start. And it's now for the rest of the other batters. But Durrani has to go. 80 for 3 is the LA Lions here in the 11th over against the DC Eagles. And we now have a new batter in Mohamed Tahir. So Mohamed Tahir is a new batter. How will he respond to this decent bowling on the part of Quran? Oh, a little bit up in the air. No man's land literally. The bowler wasn't close to that one, but not well played by the new batter, if not timed. But well short of the fielder there on the edge of the circle, the longer fielder.
Yes, good bowling. This is from MAQ TV, provided a breakthrough to his team, and then again created a slight chance here for Mohamed Tahir. So good to see him coming back. Yeah, strongly.
Middle fielder it was, wasn't in a position to potentially execute that. But Quran, all smiles on his face, got his first wicket. He's now 1 for 14 here. I believe this is his second over, and he'll be looking for a second. Come now, outside off, swinging in. Being played, if not respected there. Being watched on the part of the new batter Mohamed Tahir. Literally on the up. No run in the end.
Yeah, he's holding the ball across the seam. I wonder why. Because the wind is blowing and the new batsman is in, so you may want to deceive him with the swing. We have seen the ball swinging till the end of the innings because of the wind here. So he might want to make the most of that.
Alright, coming in, steaming in. Good fluent run up. Mohamed, come pitch. Little bit short, but hangling down leg and worked. An attempt for 2, or possibility of 2, but coming in quickly was the deep backward square leg and sent back by the more, one want to say, experience in terms of this innings. Ibar saying no for the second. 1 run, he's now off the mark, is Mohamed Tahir. Ibar Mohamed is now back on strike. The score is now 81 for 3.
Ibar is all set there. He bowled well for his team yesterday. First he started with the left arm spin, and then he converted himself into a fast bowler straight away.
Quran?
Ibar Muhammad.
Okay, Ibar. Okay, see. Alright, comes in now, Quran. Little bit pitched, over pitched, outside off, and guided down to the third man boundary. The third man was relatively straight, but he still could not cut that one off. The pace, taking that delivery over the boundary for 4, but there we go. Wide, little bit pitched up, almost Yaka length on the crease, and just being touched there by Ibar. So he gets another boundary. He goes to 18. The score now goes to 85. Decent shot.
Yes, very good indeed. It was smart from him. The third man was placed, but he played it very fine. No chance for him to stop this one. A bit execution within the stumps would have made it better for MAQ TV.
Yes, Ibar showing that he has range. As we said earlier, timing and confidence was half. But let's see what happens. Comes in here is Quran. Short, pitching, leaving the batter and being guided there in the point region. The deep backward point comes in and 1 run in the end. But I tell you what, At the end here of the 11th over, it's 86 for 3. We'll discuss Imar Mohammed more when we come back. All right, so we're here back now. Ibar Mohammed is on strike. As I said, he's quietly growing in confidence, showing a lot of stroke range. He's showing reverse sweep. He's showing paddle. He's showing dabs. He seems to have a wide array of stroke play. He hasn't been connecting as much, but is this the innings that will get better? There he goes, a little bit shivy down. He has made that one. He has skied it, and he has been dismissed. Ibar Mohammed, as we say, have not been getting his timing, has not settled. Middling that one, skying that one to deep long off, and at the end of the day has to go back, being dismissed for 19 is the bowman.
Yes, very well bowled by Mohammad Uzair. He came back in and bowled his stock ball straight away, and no chance for Ibar Mohammed to play it over long on fielder. He wanted to come down the ground and execute it, but a good line and length from Mohammad Uzair did not allow him to.
Right, so he appears to be one of those players. He bats in at number 4. You can see he's an adventurous type of batter, but you have to get set first. You know, you have to work your eye in, just as the batter who got 50 earlier.
Hizbullah Durrani.
Yeah, Durrani. He took his time. He respected deliveries. His shot selection were good. He was good defense when necessary, taking ones and two and waiting for those deliveries in his zone. We haven't seen much of that from Ibar. He's literally been swinging and missed timing, and unfortunately he falls.
Yes, surely there is a learning for everyone watching that everything was in the zone of Hizbullah Durrani. He executed that, did not go after a good ball other than those two balls from Hasnan Bukhari. But Ibar Mohammed tried to hit a good length here and lost his wicket trying to score on that one.
Alright, the score is now 86 for 4 here in the 12th over of the LA Lions innings as they face the DC Eagles. Both teams coming off opening round victories and looking to cement their self at the top of the table as they seek a spot in the semi-finals, which will be played on Friday. The finals is scheduled for Saturday here at USA Open 2024. Your exciting USA Cricket Tournament with some of the best players, first-class players around the world here participating. Uzair, coming from the southern end, resuming from the southern end. He's 1 for 6 so far, and he'll be trying to see if we can get the DC Eagles in a better position. It's still par, it seems to me, for both teams. What's your take, Amir?
Yes, they've got good batters coming up for their line, but yes, they are in a good commanding position here, scoring 86. Oh, it was well bowled. Man is the new batter.
Yes, good delivery there from Uzair. That's the line and length for our outswinging pacer of his side. A little bit back of a length, pitching just on our outside off, and nicely shaped away from the right hand there and going into the keeper glove. He must be feeling good about that delivery, is Uzair.
Yes, Mohammad Uzair is getting better each time. He started off with the wide balls but made a very good comeback, giving away only 6 runs in his over, and again provided a breakthrough to his team, getting the first out.
Again pitching on off stump line, a little bit more up, getting the outside edge. Didn't carry much, but solid bowling.
Yes, very good, very disciplined bowling this is from Mohammad Uzair. He is just like continuing his rhythm and hitting it on the right length. It's a job for the batters to take him on if they can on a good delivery.
And the new batter is Har Karan Man. He seems rather collected so far. He's trying to get, maybe taking his time to get used to the pace and maybe swing and bounce here of Uzair. Uzair comes in. We bowls this time a little bit wider, a little bit straighter, so a little bit of swing and miss on the part of man here. Not necessarily the type of stroke you'd want. You'd want to be leaving that one alone.
Yes, I can see that Man is quite stuck in the crease. He's not using his feet movement. He has to become a bit proactive. Yes, those were good balls, but there will be good balls in T20s, and at least if you can't hit it for a 6, you should be looking to rotate the strike here.
Right. Or in case, I believe you should have lost shoulder and arms that one, and just because that's for the good delivery. Uzair comes in. Okay, outside this time, swinging in, demonstrating that he not just has outswingers, but that one pitching outside off, swinging in. 1 run nonetheless, dropped just in front of point. The fielder at short third man could not prevent the single, and the score has now moved to 87 for 4.
So far, 1 run in this over. Mohammad Uzair has bowled beautifully, got wicket on his first ball. He's showing discipline. See here. Mohammad Asif must be relieved.
Right, no change in the field. Uzair runs in. Rather short run up. This time, good delivery back of a length, forcing the batsman on the front foot. No run in the end. And bringing the 12th over to an end, 87 for 4, is the LA Lions against the DC Eagles. Here at USA Open 2024, presented by MAQ TV. Back here, new bowler Nazir, left arm spinner, finger spinner, turning that one across the new batter there, man. But being signaled wide there by the umpire, yeah, a little bit wide. So Salman Nazar is the new bowler. Let's see what he has to offer here. Comes in, bowl to the new batter, man, edged, fine enough it appears. On the chase, will it go? Yes, it does. 4 runs. His first boundary is hacker run, man. Edge, maybe not quite where he wanted, but he'll take that.
Yes, not a bad start from Salman Nazar. Quite unlucky there that he got a thick edge and his fielder was standing a bit wider in the third man. Salman Nazar bowled beautifully in his first match. He has been introduced pretty late by LA Lions. But yes, Hasnain Bukhari did a wonderful job. So his quota is about to complete. He has got 1 over left.
Yes, so score now moves on to 92 for 4. We're in the second half of this innings between the LA Lions and DC Eagles. Here on the 4th day of the USA Open 2024. Both teams are trying to get into the semifinals set for Friday. Nazir comes in, bowl a little bit closer to the batter, playing off the back foot, cut, pass backward of point. The fielder getting a hand to it, but not enough to stop it. And in the end, it's a boundary. So the second boundary here for a man, a more competent and confident shot.
Yes, even with the slip in place, he is able to get this gap. No chance for the fielder to have a hold on this one. Or you think it was close?
Yeah, he actually got his hand to it.
Oh,
and,
yes.
In fact, he may have helped it on his way to the boundary in terms of a diving stop. But at the end, it's a decent shot. Kind of we'll call a back cut in the sport. And at the end, he's gotten full reward. His man comes in, Nazar. This time more flighted, bringing man on the front foot, and he's just pressing that one to the middle fielder. getting a single, getting off strike, moving to 10 is man. He has faced 7 delivery and bringing on to strike Tahir Adil as the Lions continue their press to set a strong total. Nazar comes in, flighted, a little bit quicker. Again, they bring in a new batter here per se. Tahir Adil on the front foot. Another single to mid off. And comfortable looking at the batters and trying to find his range is Nazar.
He's bowling very much fast here because we saw that when Hasnain Bukhari was using variation, bowling slow in the air, it was difficult for the batter to pick. He's coming in with the windy end and he's taking it away. So
Find that one outside the off stump is Nazar. Going through to the keeper, bringing a man on the front foot, playing and missing.
yes, good length this time from Salman Nazar.
Coming in Nazar. Again, bowling flat, just on outside off. On the back foot there is Tahir Adil and hitting that one to the extra cover. Getting another single and ending that over for the LA Lions. 98 for 4. That the 13th over. And doing fairly well as we enter into the 14th over. The Lions are 98 for 4. Alright, so we're back here. Continuing from the southern end is the leg spinner. And what does he has to offer?
Hasnain Bukhari is in his last over and
Yes. Flighted out there into extra cover. The fielder there on the boundary tried to see if he could get a catch in. In the end, it turned out to be a single for Man. He moves on to 12. The score moves on to 99. And a risky shot, but safe nonetheless. Bukhari continues. Nice, flighted from the southern end. And, whoa, inside edge, passing the keeper. Going relatively fine. Appears as if it will hit the ropes. And it does. An attempt by the West Indian Griffith to stop that. But in the end, it turns out to be a 4. Inside edge, pass the keeper down the left side. Rather fortunate on the part of the batter. Unfortunate in terms of Bukhari, because that could have brought him a wicket. And in the end, the 100 is now up.
yes, very unlucky for Hasnain Bukhari. He bowled beautifully here. Nothing wrong with that delivery. Just unfortunate he wasn't. He got that nick off the batter.
Alright, so Adil fortunate. And he goes, swings this time, misses. The keeper collects, attempted stumping. Not out, says the umpire. Nicely flighted. Batsman stuck in his crease, trying to hit down the wicket, down the ground, missing out. And Tahir Adil not reading the flight here of Bukhari. Let's see what happens next delivery. Bukhari flighting again. This time a little bit more up. Hits one bounce to the fielder there, down by long off. Eventually get a single. But that one, would you say, was in the zone to perhaps hit for 6? What
Yes, surely it was in the zone. He did not transfer his weight completely on the ball and that's why did not get enough elevation on it. And he's bowling with the windy side, so definite runs on that. Oh.
Okay, well said there by the expert commentator, Pakistani Women's Cricket International, Miss Ayman Anwar, currently on the injury outside of the sport, but hoping to return to the Pakistan team shortly. Comes in again, Bukhari, a little bit flatter, down on the leg stump, worked for 1 on the part there of Man, ending the over as well. 104 is the LA Lions in this interesting contest against the DC Eagles on day 4 of the MAQ TV sponsored USA Open 2024. We'll see you on the other side. So LA Lions looking to perhaps step on the accelerator here in the back end of their innings. They're 104 for 4, decent start, going at 7.4 runs per over. If they continue, they'll get to 149. Perhaps not ideal. They want to get to 8 runs per over. Some would argue to get to 160 or above, which most teams are very comfortable in this 20 over format. But at the top end is the leg spinner Nazar. He's into his second over, trying to stop them. Comes in, bowls, flighted, this time just on off, push down to the point fielder, attempt at a run, being sent back by both batsmen, turned it down, no run in the end.
Yes, he has to see his speed with which he is bowling to him. He's quite fast here.
Nazar.
Yes, better this time.
Yeah, just outside off, guiding that one to the point region. Point had to run around. The fielder picked up, hit the stumps, ricocheted, and an extra run has been added in terms of the man as a result. So he moves on to 15. The score moves on to 106 for 4. And the LA Lions doing fairly well. What will Nazar's response be? He comes in, bowls his normal flat delivery just outside off. He's tight, however. That's what you like about him. He's not giving room to the player. So he's flat and fast, as we'd call it for spinners. And he's close to the batters. So if, not giving any room for the batsmen to swing their hand.
Yes, anything within the wickets would be good from him.
Yeah, so he comes in, bowl again. Firing that win on the mid wicket, on the middle stump. Turned into the mid wicket region. So a single there on the part of man. He goes on to 16. And Nazir trying to do the job here of his captain of keeping it tight and hopefully getting a breakthrough.
Yes, he also provided that run out early on in the innings. Salman Nazar was very athletic there with the direct hit.
Alright, so Nazir comes in, bows a little bit shorter, and swiveling on the back foot, hitting that one to deep mid wicket is the batsman Tahir Adil. He'll get how many runs for that? Wanna believe it is, but normally tight or closer to the stump is Nazir. That's one a little bit wide, and cashing in was Tahir. Nazir comes in again. They're fighting this one outside, a little bit outside off, bringing the batsman on his front foot, pushing that one to the extra cover region. A single in the end, ending the over in the end. Pretty tight, and from Salman Nazir. None for 17 in terms of his 2 overs. The Lions, however, have moved to 110 for 4. 109 for 4 here at the end of the 15. And interesting contest we have here. Back here, Uzair resumes here from the southern end, bowling that one thick outside edge down to third man. That should be a comfortable single as we welcome you back to the USA Open 2024, brought to you by the MAQ group of companies, more in specific MAQ TV, MAQ Sports, your #1 cricket destination, especially for cricket here in the USA and Americas. If you love cricket, you want to be watching, you want to be subscribing, you want to be tuning in to MAQ TV. So coming in now is Uzair, medium pacer, bowling that one just inside the blue line, outside the off, bringing the batsman on the front foot, and no run in the end. But MAQ Group is your place. if you want to buy real estate, etc., they are the company to be partnering with. Whether you want to buy real estate, especially here in the USA, Canada, and or Pakistan, MAQ Group is the place, and they're sponsoring the USA Open 2024 as they've been doing all these years. Here, coming down the wicket, there is Hahil getting a single off the medium pacer here. Uzair taking his score to 7, and an interesting tournament we have on our hands. And Mark Kashuri, head of the MAQ Group, he has been helping to grow the sport of cricket here in the US.
Yes, he has been doing it since 2009, and he has done a wonderful job. He had a vision, and finally he succeeded into his vision when we saw the T20 World Cup coming to US, especially here in Florida.
Pulled there over the mid-wicket region. Will this one go well? Stopped there by Trevor Griffith, the Guyanese from West Indies, first-class cricketer. I pulled that one back, prevented potentially 4 runs because that not been cut off. And Man in the process gets another run. He moves on to 19. The score moves on for the LA Lions to 111 for 4 as they seek to set a challenging total here for DC Eagles here in the US Open 2024, as we mentioned earlier, brought to you by the MAQ Group of companies. And MAQ Kashuri, as we pointed out, has been doing very well for the sport here in America and also Pakistan and the Asian subcontinent. More on that. Uzair comes in, bowls pitched up in the slot, and hit hard straight down the ground on the part of Man. Good, well timed. That delivery was asking to be hit, and what?
Yes, actually he lofted it very well, and yes, there was no chance for a long on fielder to hold on to this one.
So as we say, your take on MAQ and USA Open.
Yes, I would say it's a wonderful opportunity for all the youngsters, because all the teams has got legendary players playing in that with the very vast experience like Faisal Iqbal, Muhammad Asif, and these players like Muhammad Uzair, Maz Khurram, we have seen Griffith, they're playing alongside him, so it's a great opportunity. And talking about the format of this game, so 13 players can bowl or bat during the match, but only 11 players will take the field. So they want to provide every opportunity to all those guys to play in this tournament, because this tournament has a great value. We have seen big players like Chris Gill, Lendl Simmons, and many others from Pakistan coming up and playing in this. So performing in this tournament is very crucial for their career.
Indeed, 117 for 4 at the end of 16. Quran continues from another end. Pushing that one in the slot, hit down the ground to long on. A single in the end for Tahir Adil. Maybe not timed as you would have liked, but that delivery certainly was there to score off, wasn't it, Ayman?
This surely was. Man was succeeded to loft over the previous ball, but he couldn't do that this time.
How will Quran respond? Coming in, charging in, hitting that one a little bit short, dropped at his leg, an attempt at a run, almost a run out. Miscommunication, one would argue, but that run wasn't on. The non-striker was thinking of stealing it, and well sent back in the end. Wow.
Oh no!
What we're seeing
This
here
is
is this
so
a case of obstruction? The batter appeared to hold. Recognizing that the bowler was charging down, held out his arms and tried to stop the bowler from picking up the delivery. Wow, that been international cricket, and then replays were involved. A lot of things could be happening.
Yes, he must be back in the pavilion.
Current there. Top edge. This should fall again safely. One run in the end, but mistimed on the part there of Akaran Man. Going over the bowler's head nonetheless.
Yes, that was generous of Khurram. Usually we have seen so aggressive fast bowlers. They wouldn't allow anyone to hold them.
Yes, indeed. But Tahir Adil, he's been there now for a while, and he'll be wanting to move the score on. It's short, wide.
He
pull,
heard you.
comfortably, very comfortably in the end. One bounce for 4, and he's now moving on the score. Tahir Adil, as the team seeks to up the run rate here in the back end, the death overs of the innings for LA Lions, short and wide, and swiveling on the back foot and pulling that one elegantly.
Yes, not so very good from Mashuram at this stage of the game because he's bowling from the windy end, so anything in the zone would take him off. And Mohammad Tahir was looking for this opportunity. It was very easy for him to loft it over square leg fielder. If you want to bowl this ball, you have to come a bit on the off stump and bowl it with a good pace here, so that it makes trouble for the batter. But again, they might want to make a change in the plan because the wind is blowing towards this direction, so it's an easy hit for a batter.
Tahir Adil moving on to 14 runs off 14 deliveries. He's just scoring at a strike rate of 100. And he'd want to up that the back end of this innings, so perhaps give LA Lions as big a target as they can. Because we saw yesterday the Chicago catchers chasing down a total of 160 to win. Here at the MAQ Open, swivel this time for 6 by the batter Tahir Adil. His first 6 of the innings turned out to be a full task here from Quran. Not necessarily good bowling on his part, having done fairly well in his opening overs, but 6 runs.
Yes, it was full and in the slot from Mohammad Tahir. Not so good from Maz Khurram. He has to justification for his bowling in his early spell. He made a breakthrough here for his team. Needs to gather himself and bowl according to the requirement of the game.
Let's see how Quran charges in from the northern end. Oh, hacks in to be it. Outside off, in the slot, and pulled. Maybe his best shot of the innings, Tahir Adil, for 6 over the deep mid-wicket boundary. And he moves on now to 26. The score moves on to 137 for 4. Here at the end of the 17th over of the USA Open 2024, brought to you by MAQ TV. And what end we have in store set for this first innings of this contest. So here, Uzair, can he get a breakthrough? Bowls from the southern end, guided down to the back to the fielder there on the square. Was man. He moves on now to 26, same score as Tahir Adil.
Yes, a good cover there from Mohammad Tahir Adil.
Indeed.
He was way past behind, run a ball, and then made 2 big hits and covered it all the way.
Yes. So Uzair comes in, bowls to Adil, who attempts a scoop shot, missing out. Adventurous is Adil.
Yes, Mohammad Uzair is bowling so well here. He should be aware of the intention of the batter because there is a rise in the pitch. Any connection between the bat and the ball would have sailed him over fine leg region. But he has to be focused on his line. because he wants to challenge the batter with that.
So the team, the LA Lions, would be liking what you're seeing of their batters. They're trying to score. They're trying to be creative. They're trying to up the ante. Even though they have a decent total, they want a bigger total to potentially set for this DC Eagles team. Coming in is Uzair, again from the southern end. A little bit yorked, a little bit, and there on the front foot, leaving it forward is the batter, hitting it straight. But the mid-off is also straight. He comes around, makes a good pickup, cutting off, only costing a 1 run there. So decent bowling, Yorker length, nice drive down the ground. However, it cost 1 run.
Yes, and a good field set this is for Mohammad Uzair, because you surely bowl a couple of Yorkers at the last stage of the innings, and the straight fielder should be straighter to be able to stop the straight drive.
Alright, so Uzair comes in. Again, this time bowling to man. He chips that one to long off, and then another run. So good bowling at the end of the innings here. This is what you want from your pacers, your bowlers. Singles you'll welcome, boundaries you do not want. And Uzair has been bowling tight, forcing the batsmen to just take ones, restricting the boundary balls.
Yes, so good to see his game awareness. He's bowling absolutely stunning here.
So Uzair comes in, bowls again, pitched up, take outside edge, going over backward point, bouncing 2-3 times, hitting the ropes just about now. A welcome boundary, a wanted boundary on the part of Adil. He moves to 31. The LA Lions move to 144 for 4, but welcome boundary.
Yes, he executed it well, wanted to play it over cover region, but he would take anything on this.
Relatively thick outside edge. The fielders were inside the circle, both backward point and the short third man, and he has gotten full value for that attempted over the cover shot. How will Uzair respond? This time another Yorker length inside the pads, whip to the deep mid-wicket field. Decent comeback there. Whenever it's a dot ball or a single, you don't want to feel it's a decent delivery.
Yes.
So at the end of this over, it's 1 for 23 on the part of Uzair. The LA Lions have moved to 145 for 4. 2 overs remain. Good run rate of 8 runs per over. An interesting final 2 overs in this clash of the USA Open 2024 presented by MAQ. So we're in the penultimate open over here of USA Open 2024, being bowled by Nazir. He comes up, the left arm spinner, flat and fast, keeping it tight. Only a single there on the part of Adil, taking the score to 146.
Yes, we don't see the spinner very much often in the late part of the innings, and he has come with the windy direction.
A left arm finger spinner bowling flat and fast can be a handy bowler for a skipper, and he's been tight. None for 18 in this is third over. Is Nazir
No,
bowling
very
in
well
flat
bowled.
again and fast. On pulling the batsman on his front foot, he has guided that one though to the short third man there on the edge of the circle, running through for a good backup on the part of man for a single.
So he has got protection on the leg side more than offside. He has got one sweeper and log off on the offside.
Alright.
Oh, he has bowled him out with this beautiful, exquisite Yorker.
Missed the judgment there. Good bowling. Is keeping it tight, straight. If you miss, I hit, says Nazir. And missing wasn't the part of Adil there. Being dismissed. The 5th wicket falling for the LA Lions. 147 here on the replay. Hitting middle and off. Skipping down the wicket there was Adil. And not reading that ball directly. Well, and the 5th wicket has fallen. Good bowling from Nazir.
Yes, extremely well. He is keeping the trajectory low, making it difficult for the batter to come down the ground and loft him over, and he got the result for this.
Right. And as we see, you're watching exciting action here. USA Open Cricket, Day 4. These two teams, LA Lions and DC Eagles, they won their first encounters and they're looking to win their second as they seek to secure a spot in the semi-finals of this week-long tournament that is set for Friday. The final is set for Saturday. 5 teams battling out for over 300,000 in prize money. A lot of top quality players, first class players from the West Indies, from India, from Pakistan, Bangladesh, and even here in the USA, all battling to prove that they want to be champions of the USA Open 2024. As we mentioned, being brought to you by MAQ TV, a member of the MAQ group of companies, being owned by Mark Kishuri, who has been a big promoter of the sport here in the US.
Meanwhile, Faisal Iqbal has walked in for LA Lions, the captain, my fellow companion in the commentary box.
Flighted, bringing the batter there on the front foot is the new batter was Nazir. The new batter is Faiz Iqbal, the captain.
Yes, a wonderful cricketer. He has represented Pakistan in plus 20 test matches. He came down the ground and executed it over the head of the Oh, it looks like couldn't finish it.
He has to run back. Here's the captain here, Iqbal, not reaching to the full pitch of that delivery. Flat and fast from Nazir. Sky it to the long off fielder. Comfortably walking in and taking the catch. The 6th wicket is down for the LA Lions. So he has to go back for naught to captain Faisal Iqbal, the former Pakistan international. And though his team is in a decent position at 147 for 5 here in the penultimate over, he would have wanted to have scored more.
Yes, obviously the intentions were clear. He came in late in the innings and wanted to take everything he could, but unfortunately there not to make a decent connection with the ball there. And it was pretty much full ball, so it was difficult to loft it. And a good decent catch there in the long on region.
You actually thought he had gotten enough to go for 6.
Yeah, I misjudged completely.
Yes, indeed. But it was an interesting attempt. Or maybe on the norm that one should have indeed had been flusher off the bat and going for 6. But it wasn't timed by Iqbal.
Yeah, to me it looked like it's going over the head of long off fielder.
Coming in now is Nazir, looking for another wicket. The new batter just dabbing that one into the cover region. No single on offer. 147 for 6 it is. After 19 overs, the LA Lions, in setting this innings up against the Eagles, are doing fairly well. As when we come back, it will be the final over. So here we are now. Final over of this LA Lions innings. Here in this not interesting encounter of the USA Open 2024 between the LA Lions team and DC Eagles. Both teams are battling this in their second encounter for their second win. As we mentioned earlier, trying to get as much points to qualify for semifinals. 5 teams are participating in this tournament, this MAQ sponsored tournament. And some top players and top cricket. What will happen in this last over, we shall see. Left arm spinner Saeed returns from the southern end. He bows, flighted, a little bit on the leg, not timed that well, bringing the batter on his front foot. The bowler eventually had to feel. My expert commentator Ayman Anwar, the Pakistani international, we're calling this final over for you.
Yes, certainly Asif not happy with the effort there from Rafi Safdar.
Saeed again wide off the crease in his delivery, little bit flighted, skipping was the batter there, man, getting 2 runs in the end, and
a better throw would have sent the non-striker out.
Indeed, yeah, the 2 arguably wasn't on there. That should have been a single. Bowler would not be pleased, but 2 runs nonetheless. If the boundaries are not happening, the captain and the bowler would be good here in the final over. But man, he's there at the wicket. He's on 30 from 27. As for the Lions, they will be hoping that he, having been set now, can get a couple more boundaries to get them over 160. The current projected score is 154. But at the end of the day, it's a decent total, maybe not ideal. But both teams are battling it out. Coming in is Saeed Rafai. Flighty, going down the wicket this time is man. Looking a little bit comfortable. 1 bounce to the long off fielder. Boundaries is what his team would need. But at the end of the day, they'll take singles, eh?
Yeah, they're taking single, and I wonder why he's not using his arm well. The Rafis out there is also mad at him for this. You want extra efforts at this stage of the inning.
Side five, flight it again, bringing the batsman on his foot. He's the new batter. He's just punched that one down to the long on fielder. You can't really necessarily fault him, Faisal Khan. But the established, you want to argue, Harkaran man, he's there for 28 deliveries. He's now on 31. He should be swinging his arms.
Yes, he should go for everything because you do just have 2 balls left, and you want to put anything above 160 here, which looks difficult here.
Indeed. Coming in now, penultimate ball of the innings, flighted. He's not necessarily swinging, but he has punched that one down to deep mid wicket. His man, he seems like he's more content in ending not out than trying to go for the boundaries here. He has moved on to 31, 152 for 6, and good over here from Saeed Rafai. Final delivery comes in bold, flighted, and Faisal Khan just getting another single. The new batter, he goes on to what? To 2. But the innings has come to an end. Decent innings. LA Lions, 153 for 6 of their 20 overs. They have set DC Eagles 154 for run. 154 to win. Who you think would be the more happier team, Ayman?
Yes, I think DC Eagles has done wonderful restricting them under 160. Have a look at the scorecard. Hizbullah Durrani with highest 50 runs on 34 balls. Muhammad Tahir Adil highest 33 after him. Harkaran Man 32 not out. So they have contributed very well for being able to project this huge total of 153 for the loss of 6 wickets with extra 6 runs. Muhammad Asif bowled well in the start, 3 overs, 22 runs for 1 wicket. Mas Khurram was quite expensive there with 40 runs in 3 overs, got 1 wicket out. Mohammad Azhar were very much impressive throughout his inning, and he bowled beautifully for his team, DC Eagles. He brought them back into command when there were so many runs leaking. Got 1 wicket in his 4-over spell for 23 runs. Husnain Bukhari, these figures doesn't do justice with what he bowled today. Created 2 chances for the set batter Hizbullah Durrani, gave away 26 runs on 4 balls.
And he has 2 wickets there for Nazir in the end. So a proper match summary here in terms of 153 for 6. The LA Lions, they have set 154 the DC Eagles to get here in the USA Open 2024 Championship, sponsored by the MAQ Group of companies, in specific MAQ TV. Wherever you are, we invite you to come back. Myself, yours truly, Jermaine Lanneman here, along with Ayman Anwar, the Pakistan woman cricketer, as we call the chase in this interesting contest. See you on the other side.
US Open Cricket 2024 Player Draft as MCL Team Management selects 75 top players for this year's epic tournament.
Stay tuned for all the action. This is where champions are made. December 14th, catch US Open Cricket on MAQ TV.
US Open Cricket 2024 Player Draft as MCL Team Management selects 75 top players for this year's epic tournament.
Stay tuned for all the action. This is where champions are made. December 14th, catch US Open Cricket on MAQ TV.
So the batters are out in this interesting contest between Eddie Lions and the DC unit, as both teams here participate in the US Open Cricket 2024, sponsored by the MAQ group of companies, and teams are battling for their second win here in the week-long tournament, having won their first encounters, and as we mentioned earlier in the coverage, are seeking a spot in the semifinals set for Friday here at the Broward County Stadium here in Lauderhill, Florida, where the MAQ tournament, the USA Open, has perennially held its game, featuring international cricketers, first-class cricketers, and some of the best cricket action you can see here in North America and arguably around the world. So we have 154 being the target. Back foot there, hits firmly behind point into the boundary. First delivery, runs on the board, and what a start by DC.
Yes, wonderful start. This is for DC Eagles, but not a very tidy start for the LA Lions. The ball was there to hit, and the fielder did not support him enough to be able to stop this one.
Yeah, short and wide on the back foot is the opening batter, and as the case may be, he has got his team off to a rollicking start. Much is better required from the LA Lions outfit here if they are to do well. Again, short and wide this time. Swinging and missing is the opening batter. And Bukhari. He's out there at the wicket with Trevon Griffith, the West Indies, if not Guyanese, first-class cricketer. He was an outstanding youth cricketer. Played for the West Indies under 19 team. Many was expecting Trevon Griffith to go on and represent the senior team. He hasn't necessarily come off. He's one of the top players here in the North American cricket circuit nonetheless. And he's opening, and Bukhari along with Bukhari. But here, Bukhari on strike. Haven't gotten four in his this time. A thick outside edge, going down, sliding down to the fielder there on the third man boundary. Bukhari has moved on now to 5. The score has moved on to 5.
Yes, Griffith, you were talking about. He looked very athletic in the field. He contributed well in his first match, so definitely a great prospect looks for West Indies.
Prospect is a strong word. He's now 33.
Oh, he looked very young to me. I thought he is just under 16.
If not 32. So many have thought he's maybe past his prime. Years of potential representing the West Indies. But he was a solid first-class cricketer for Guyana and different franchises in the CPL. Here comes in Zai, comes in. First delivery being bowled to Griffith. Swiveling on the back foot. That one keeping a bit low. At the end, it is the end of the over. And the first over is it?
No, just one ball to go. And talking about the over, Yusuf Zazay is the hero of the first match for LA Lions. He got 4 wickets for 24 runs and bowled extremely well. Utilized the conditions so well. It was overcast condition and he was on the spot from the first ball.
Indeed. So Bukhari, he has gotten off to a quick flyer, a boundary and a run. He's 5 runs from 3. Griffiths has now faced a delivery. He's yet to get off the mark. Both teams here in this interesting contest of the USA Open. Comes in this time is a much straighter, pulling Griffith on the front foot, dropping that one, single in the end, a little bit of misfield there on the part of the LA Lions, and Griffith is off the mark. A lot could be happening out there. In fact, there's a tussle out there now.
Yes, Griffith would be happy with this tussle because he got 1 run off it.
Ooh, okay. The return actually from the fielder hit Griffith, and that's how he got the single. Griffith immediately on reaching the non-striker end, going over to the field and asked, "Why did you hit me with the ball?" And the fielder started to huddle around, and there's a small little tussle between Griffith and the players. But in the end,
He went to him after running 1 run, after taking 1 run away of that ball, and then asked, "Why did you hit me?"
Yes, thanks for the overthrow, but come on, I was in my crease, Griffith was saying.
Yes.
Yeah, but off the mark is Griffith. The total is now to 6. We're in the final delivery of this opening over, being bowled by Zazi. Short, hit on the back foot. 1, 2, 3, 4 bounce into the boundary. Bakari gets his second boundary of the innings, moving on to 9. The end of the first over, 10 runs to the DC Eagles unit, and they're off the mark in this interesting, if not exciting, matchup of USA Open 2024. The Eagles are 10 without loss. We have completed 1.
Oh, first ball, this is from Faisal Khan, and it will run away for the boundary.
Yeah, it's off the mark. I mean, getting a boundary there on the part of Griffith. And it's welcome sight for this DC Eagles. Inside edge, down to fine leg. Not middling that one, Griffith, but he got a free run to get his innings off an overthrow. And then now a streaky inside edge, getting the DC Eagles off to an interesting start. 14 without loss after 7 deliveries being bowled here in the second. We're now in the second over, and they're in chase of 154. So this would be the type of start that they would want.
Yes, slip has been removed straight away by Faisal Khan. He was unlucky there with an inside edge. Nothing wrong with the ball. Oh, it came back in, and very quick for the field keeper to have a hand on this one.
Yeah, swinging all over the place is Faisal Khan with a nice left arm seamer, but not getting his range, his accuracy. Outside leg and swinging past the keeper as well, and 4 wides being given.
Yes, fine leg was placed there, but he had no chance at it. It was very much finer for him and very quick.
Yeah, so you're watching this first match on day 4 of the USA Open 2024. Yours truly, Jermaine Lanneman, bringing commentary along with the Pakistani woman international cricketer Ayan Anwar. Outside, off, and pushed to backward of point. We've been calling a couple of games now, Ayman, and so far we're seeing some interesting cricket here in this season of USA Open.
Yes, it has been great, and we have seen some competitive matches here. Some nail-biting finish. So good to see the combination of youngsters and senior players gelling up and working for the growth of cricket and USA.
Khan comes in, bowls that one, pitching just outside off, pitched up into the zone arguably for Griffith, but he's early in his innings, hasn't gotten his stamina or his confidence as yet. He just literally pushed that one back, but on a normal circumstance that one could have been hit straight down the ground.
Yes, you are absolutely right, like we saw Hizbullah Durrani doing early on in his innings.
The Lions innings. Alright, comes in Faisal, getting his range a little bit better. But this one going on leg, swindling is Griffith. He has gotten some baton to that one, wants to believe. The keeper had to run around for a pickup. In fact, he didn't. It hit his thigh guard, leg by being signaled. But Faisal Khan, decent left-arm seamer action, is not getting his range to the left-handed Griffith.
Yes, he has to get better with his line and length. He hasn't been on the mark since the start of his over. He is getting that swing which he is not being able to make the most of. He should be looking to create that gap to the left-handed player. I haven't seen him coming from the 5th stump into the batsman. He is very much down to that.
Swung it back in as yet, haven't we?
Yeah, he did that.
Okay, just
To left-hand player.
to left-hand player. Okay, indeed. And let's see what he does in this delivery. Faisal Khan. That one relatively stock, pitching just on leg, pulling the batter Bukhari on his front foot. Defensive shot, no run. The ball going to short cover, and interesting battle. Decent pacer in Faisal Khan, and Bukhari seems to be a steady batter. Hussein Bukhari, Faisal Khan comes in. Bowl, a little bit full, going for the Yorker. Being hit down to deep backward square by Bukhari. That's comfortable single in the end. Brings up the end of the second over and brings up the Eagle into 20s. They are now 20 without loss. In this tough, I mean, an interesting contest we have seen so far between the Lions and the DC Eagles. So, yeah, so we're now at the inside the third over. Zazi continues from the northern end. He comes in, bowls to Bakari, pitched on off, kick outside the edge, going down to third man, single in the end, being applauded by the bowler, applauding the fielder, but not being timed there by Bakari.
Yeah, a bit of a rhythm there from you. Yes, he wanted to launch this one straighter, but it didn't get it to the middle of the bat. But happy with the edge to be able to rotate the strike. The current run rate is so good. These two bowlers have not been up to the mark for their team, LA Lions.
Indeed. Brings Trevor Griffith, the West Indian first-class cricketer, back into strike here. He's yet to really get his rhythm or timing. Let's see what Zaza brings up. Nice pitched up delivery. It's just pushed to mid-off. Quick run by Griffith. Good backup and follow through by Bakari. Single was on and taken.
Yes, very well done by these two, putting pressure on the fielders in the ring.
Indeed. So Griffith there goes on to 6. Brings the Hussein Bakari, who is on 11, into strike, the right-hander. A good right left-hand combination. The bowlers will have to be in the game here, and so far Zaza is trying. We come in. Zaza bowls straight, good pace, bringing the batter Bukhari on his front foot into a defensive stroke.
Yes, very good bowling, good comeback, decent comeback this time from Yusuf Zazai. He went for 4 runs early on, first ball of the match. He has to provide a breakthrough here for his team.
Yes, because this is a flyer for start in 23 without loss. We're in the third over of the power play. In terms of those who are watching the game for the first time, especially those in America, first 6 overs, there's a limitation in the fielders outside of the circle. 2 fielders are only allowed, which gives the batsman confidence, if not room, to throw caution to the wind and play some more expansive shots because of the limited protection on the boundary. So Zazi comes in from the northern end. He's bowling to Bakari, a little bit short, angling down and leg, and helped on his way into the deep backward square boundary. Very good shot there from Hussein Bukhari, straying down the pads and swindled for a boundary.
Yes, not a very good line from Yusuf Zazai. It was on the leg side and he pulled it very comfortably. There was not a bit of a bounce on the ball, didn't make any uncomfortable. I'm not sure what's going on in there.
Yeah, we see the batters and the umpires, and also is that the captain having a little bit of a union at the middle of the wicket. But everything seems to be okay now, whatever the concern was. The score is now 29 without loss. DC Eagle, and they're chasing the Lions comfortable. I mean, challenging total, one argue, of 154 here at USA Open 2024, presented by MAQ TV. Coming up is Zazie. A nice delivery, just back of a length, outside off, bringing the batsman on the front foot, and no run in the end.
Yes, he may want to hit that length consistently.
Indeed, batters at that length are unable to either drive or pull or attempt to free their hands because it's such a lovely length of a delivery, the back of a length delivery from a pacer. So Yusuf Zazie, here in his second over, none for 18. Maybe not the most ideal of figures, but he has bowled some good balls, and whenever he has missed his line or his length, he has paid the price.
Third man has brought in, and now we have a deep long on for him.
Zazie comes in, bowls again. This the nice backward of length, outside off, pulling the batsman on the front foot, playing on the up. That ball going into the mid-wicket region. No run in the end, and still keeping the score at 29 without loss for DC Eagles at the end of 3. And so far so good here in this contest, the USA Open 2024, brought to you by the MAQ group of companies. So we're midway through the power play of this DC Eagles innings. Chavon Griffith is not a batsman, he's on 6, along with Husnain Bakari, the openers. And they have done well for their team, scoring at 9.6 runs per over in the first 3, 29 without loss, as they chase 154 in this another competitive game of the USA Open 2024. Fazal Khan continues from the southern end, bowling to Griffith just outside off. Griffith on the front foot trying to caress that one through the covers, only succeeding to really finding the point fielder running around. No run.
Yes, better start this time from Faisal Khan. They are yet to provide a breakthrough to this team.
Did he play first class cricket in Pakistan, Faisal?
Faisal is from Afghanistan, but I have to double check.
Okay. Indeed. Much better, interesting delivery. I don't want, yeah, it's a better delivery. This one more pitched on middle. Trying to work that one fine was Griffith, missing out. Keeper coming around and collecting. Looking at a wide Griffith was hoping would have been called, but it didn't. So Faisal Khan bowling a nice left arm seam out in swinger to the left hander. Stop delivery on his part. So here, Khan from the southern here, Broward Stadium, caressed again in the cover region on the front foot by Griffith. Cannot beat the fielder there at point, and no run. Good bowling here, much better length, and the swing is giving Griffith a little bit of a problem, you'd say?
Yes, it was a wonderful looking drive, but straight to the fielder.
What we have there in Khan, we brought up the stats.
Yeah, I found one Faisal Khan. He looks like him, but I'm not sure that if it's him or not. And he was under 19, left-hand bat and right-arm medium pace.
Okay, left arm Khan hitting on the thigh guard there of Griffith, running through his Bakari from the non-striker's end, getting her leg by here for his team, bringing the DC Eagles total to 30 without loss. And Bakari now goes back on strike. He's on 17, and he seems to be the more set batter at the moment. Not only seem, he's faced 11 deliveries. He has 17, but he's timing the ball and finding the gaps better than Griffith at this stage.
Yes, he's doing well for his team. Griffith is there with 6 runs on 11 balls, unable to create a gap.
So you're watching USA Cricket Open 2024, your annual top-class cricket tournament here in the USA. We're at the Broward County Stadium here in Florida, which is the home of MAQ USA Open tournaments, and we have some quality first-class international and former international players here on display. We saw Lendell Simmons leading his team yesterday, and some other former West Indies, Pakistani, Bangladesh international. So it's top quality cricket. If you're here in Florida, you like cricket, you love exciting cricket, you can come down here to the Broward Stadium. Khan comes in, bowls, a little bit full, missing out. That one, that seemed to have been straight.
Yes, that was straight, but he completely missed it. Must be mad at himself not being able to take advantage of that ball.
Yes, shaking his head. But is the angle in which the left arm is, is providing the difficulty for Bakari, because he should have been standing up, going on the back foot and hitting that one over mid wicket, that full toss. But he is, very circumspect in his innings here against Faisal Khan. Khan runs in. A little bit full and wide this time. Missing is the batsman and being called duly so by the umpire. So not getting his range so far is Faisal Khan.
Yes.
He's in his second over and he's none for 10
A
runs.
little bad on that ball would have given them extra 3 runs. They already got 1 of the wide, but they would be happier with the 3 more.
So Bakari must be upset because he got a full toss, 2 full toss now, and he hasn't benefited. So Khan runs in now from the southern end. Ball pitched on leg, swinging into the right hander is the left arm seamer. Can't score in the end. No run is added. 30 without loss at the end of 4 overs for the DC Eagles in their chase of the LA Lions in competitive total of 154. Coming in now from the northern end. 1 run.
Looks like Ibar Ahmad to me. Ibar Muhammad.
Okay, Muhammad.
We are yet to see the name on the scoreboard.
Yes, indeed. But another left arm seamer. Let's see what he brings to the table here, because the DC Eagles, they're off to a good start at 30 without loss up to 4. Decent start, as the case may be. 7.5 runs. Here in the power play, 2 overs remain. The batter is Trevon Griffith and Usman Bukhari, 6 and 17 respectively. They started off very quick in the first 2 overs. It has been brought back somewhat, and they'll be looking to perhaps up the ante in the power play first 6 overs, where there are limited fielders protecting the boundaries, 2 fielders in fact, and the other 7 fielders inside the ring.
Yes, Imran Muhammad is the bowler replacing Yusuf Zazai.
Right, so Imran, nice fluent action. You always like to see a left arm seamer with a nice fluent action. He comes in, bowls full, worked down the ground to mid-on by Bukhari, single in the end. What's that I'm seeing from the umpire?
Yes, I think it's a no ball.
Okay,
it
yes,
sure
it
is.
indeed. It has been an overstep on the part of Imran Mohammed here, and he has given the DC Eagles an opportunity of a free scoring delivery, somewhat like a free kick in soccer. That's how the free hit came about, in the sense that the batter cannot be out only technically by a run out if he attempts a run, but he has an opportunity to score freely off this next delivery from Imran. And we must add that the field has to still be set with 2 players out in the power play. So Trevor Griffith, he just needs to keep his eye on this delivery. Imran bowls to Griffith. Wide. That seems to be pitching outside the blue line. Yes. So another extra here to the total. So this free hit of a no ball delivery being delivered by Imran has provided Griffith with another opportunity because it was wide. So not doing well here in his opening over is Imran Mohammed. 1 run off the first, 2 wides, and we still have a free hit no ball being bowled. Here he is, comes into Griffith. Little bit back of a length on the back foot is Griffith, and slamming that one comfortably over mid-off. 2 bounces in the boundary, so he has capitalized on the free hit, getting the force. Trevor Griffith, my fellow commentator Ayman Anwar, must continue to point out the Pakistani women's international, who is doing a very good job here in her debut commentary season.
Yes, indeed, it was a very good ball from Imran Mohammadi. It was there to hit. He's a bit slow, so bowling short for a free hit is like surely a free hit for a batter.
Indeed, 38 for loss. Without loss is the score now. Here in the 5th over, Imran comes in. Will he have a better reply? Trevor Griffiths gets creative, brings out the scoop shot, getting 4 runs, getting his total up. He seems to have been growing in confidence now. That one by Amar, the left arm seamer, outside of Griffith, going down low, scooping it over the fine leg region and 4.
Yes, this is brilliant improvisation from Griffith. He knew the plans of the bowler. He is bowling outside the off stump, and he has a great game awareness. He knows where the fielders are set.
Expensive over here on the part of Imran. 2 boundaries followed by 2 wides and no ball bowled earlier, and 42 without loss is the score now. A run rate close to 10 runs after it had gone down to 7 earlier. Imran, will he do correction in this next delivery? No, he doesn't. Pitching outside off. I mean, relatively, yes, he does. No run, but he has not been able to dismiss Griffith, who is settling in 15 runs off 15 deliveries. Husnain Bakari is also there. He has placed 14 deliveries, but he's on 18. Good start by the openers.
Yeah, very good start. Imran Mohammadi is a medium pacer. He might want to review his field. He has got a deep third man and a deep square leg. He may make adjustments with this fielder and be able to bowl better ball by adjusting them.
Indeed, Imran comes in looking to bowl better, get a breakthrough. Worked nicely in the mid wicket region. On the up by Trevor Griffith. He literally walks the single here, but he seems to be settling in. He's confident in his stroke play. Yino moves on to 16. As we mentioned earlier, Bakari is there on 18, and we're inside the 5th over. And the DC Eagles has now moved on to 43 without losing a wicket, and a brilliant start for them.
Yes, they're in a very comfortable position here. Required run rate is 7.2 and the current run rate is 8.9. These 2 batters are providing a great start for their team, DC Eagles, Husnain Bukhari and Griffith.
So here we are, Imran looking to complete this long over. Little bit short, giving a literal free hit down to the man there at deep backward square, and the catch completed. What should have been a ball that was dispatched. He found a feeler in the end. Bakari should be mad with himself, Ayman.
Yes, he should be, because he knew that the field set is here and he did not put all his effort on this shot. He just timed it like it will sail away with the wind.
Going down for 18 is Bakari, who otherwise looked okay of 14 deliveries. He provided a decent start along with Trevor Griffith, but he now has to go back, missing out on a short and wide outside the off-stump delivery that he tried to pull over the mid-wicket region, only finding out one fielder out there in the deep backward square. And it's now 43 for 1 at the end of 5 here at the MAQ TV sponsored our USA Open 2024 tournament.
So Nisar Wadat is the new batsman in for DC Eagles. Hasnan Bukhari must be very much mad at himself for playing that shot casually straight to the fielder's hand. But good wicket and great breakthrough provided by Imran Mohammadi to his team. So we may see the spinner first time in this innings from LA Loins. So 111 runs are required on 90 balls to DC Eagles. Both teams were victorious in their first match. Oh, it has been played in the air and there was no protection, and you surely didn't have any because the ball has raced away for 6 runs. Not a very good start from Nisar Wadat. He bowled it wide off the off stump. An easy hit for the set batsman Griffith out there. Wadat comes in, ball to. He tried to sweep it and would take 1 run comfortably. So Muhammad Tahir Adil is the bowler. Went for a 6 straight away. He batted very well for his team. Nisar Wadat will face his first delivery of the innings. The platform is set for him. They are already on 50 for the loss of 1 wicket, and they are still inside the power play. Tahir bowls to Wadat and bowled it wide, but Wadat couldn't connect it. So he has to be a bit proactive on the crease. We didn't see any feet movement from him on this ball. Oh, tried the reverse sweep straight away, but it will go straight to the fielder. So much risk for 1 run. Yes, good to see a bit of chat there between these two batters. Griffith is all set there, must be telling him to go easy as we are good in command of this match so far. Good running this is from these two. So this fielders has to alert for a new batter. So Griffith is the first class cricketer for West Indies. He has done a great job in fielding for his team. Took a beautiful catch. It is played toward mid wicket. We have to see. Oh, Not so good from the fielder. Griffith was way outside of his crease. A clear pickup would have put Griffith into difficult position. So now we are 51 for 1 after the end of 6 overs. Imran Mohammadi is back again. No run there at point region. Nisar Wadat has played 4 balls so far and Griffith has played 19. He's on 23. So the power play has been completed. Now 5 fielders are allowed outside the ring. Oh. It's a wide ball. It was way above the head of the batter. Yes, extreme bounce there from Imran Mohammadi. Imran comes in. Wadat is ready on his run up and he drove it towards deep cover region. There's a protection. There would only be one. They have to keep going. DC Eagles, they need to continue this strike rotation. They would want their required run rate to fall below 6. They have done so good in the power play. The first 2 overs they got 10 runs each. Faisal Khan and Yusuf Zazai were not on the spot this time from LA Loins. So we have got an update on Faisal Khan. Yes, he is an advanced cricketer. He is young, he is energetic, bowled beautifully in his first match. A bit of momentum broke down for Imran Mohammadi. For a moment I thought he's going to bowl a slower one. Imran Mohammadi comes in. Griffith is out there facing him. Oh, it was a bit uppish in the air but fell short from Imran Mohammadi. Very well bowled. This is from him. Bit of untidy from Griffith. Yes. Oh, it was fell just short. Could have been a great catch. He did everything right, but it was not there in his reach. Oh, it's another no ball for Imran Mohammadi. He's still getting that swing but not being able to execute it well, as he bowled this one a no ball and free hit signal has been given by the umpire. Griffith has got another free hit. He has got the opportunity to extend his arm. He must have seen his pockets. There's no one out there in the deep mid wicket. They cannot change the field here. Oh, it went down the ground for 1 run only. Yes, good execution there from Imran Mohammad. He bowled a Yorker, did not allow Griffith to loft it over any fielders. DC Eagles have moved on to 55 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. 4 runs in this over so far. 1 came from the wide ball and 1 from the no ball, and 2 legal runs there. Imran Mohammadi comes into Nisar Wahdad, who is just settling in. Oh, good bowling this is from Imran Mohammadi. Yorker outside off stump. Imran Mohammadi once again ready on his run up, comes in to Nisar Wahdad, who is on 2 on 6 balls. Oh, he has sliced it between point and third. Oh, there's no chance for the third fielder to stop this one. Very beautiful shot this is. Guided towards point fielder, and he had no chance to stop this one. He has played it off the back foot, cut it. Good try in the deep, but ball was quick enough to reach the boundary. So Imran Mohammadi completed his over for 21. 59 for 1 at the end of 7 overs. We have a change in the bowling from pavilion end. Number 9, left arm spinner. Oh, he bowled a short ball and Griffith is lofted over, and we have to see. And what a wonderful start this is for this young man. He has got the set batsman out. Griffith has to depart. It was bowled short. It was there to hit, but unfortunate enough not to give a good distance on this ball, and a comfortable catch down there in the deep for Man. Wonderful start this is for Kamran Hotak. Griffith has to depart, scoring 24 runs on 22 balls. He was the set batsman out there for his team, DC Eagles. Good bowling this is from Kamran Hotak. Actually, good luck this is, as this ball was pretty short in the zone to hit. Not a great connection between the bat and the ball from Griffith, and an easy catch for the mid-wicket fielder. Faisal Iqbal must be very happy with this wicket. The new bowler has got the set batsman out. So Amog Arpali is the new batter in for DC Eagles. Nisar Wahdad is out there on 6 runs. They surely have to build a partnership here. But we can see some easy singles for him. Long on and long off are still on the boundary. No attack from LA Loins. Oh, good ball this is, and we can see, oh, a pickup from the wicketkeeper could have made it tight for the batters of DC Eagle. The bowler was still in awe when they stole that run away from him. So you have to hold your emotions until the ball is dead. Very well rotated towards mid-wicket. Deep mid-wicket comes back in, and there's a mix-up in the run-up. Oh! The fielder fumbled it, otherwise it would have been tighter for these Eagles. Good attacking cricket. This is from LA Loins. You can see a bit of a panic between these Eagle batters. It was short and it has been cut away towards deep cover. 1 run of this ball of Kamran Hotak. Oh, very well bowled and well defended on the front foot. No run of this ball. Oh, wanted to play it on the back foot. Hardly managed it, but again, not a clean pickup from the wicket keeper, though he tried his best. It was gone 64 for 2 DC Eagles. A change in the bowling from LA Loins. Harkaran Maan has marked his run up. It would be his first over for LA Loins.
Yes, indeed. So man comes in, bowls on the northern end, pulling the batter here, Erpali on the front foot, and no run.
Yeah, started off with a very decent delivery.
Do you believe the Eagles would be comfortable with this start?
Yeah, they don't look much comfortable. They just lost their set batter Griffith, but they have to guard the grip on this match. They are quite comfortable when it comes to required run rate, but they have to settle down a bit with this partnership.
Pulled there in the mid-wicket region by the new batter Erpali, bringing Wadat back on strike. 8 overs in, 64 for 2. 8 runs per over. You're well within the asking rate, chasing 154 are the DC Eagles, and they're looking for their second win of this tournament. You get the feeling that 3 wins guarantee a semi-final spot, and 2 wins, could potentially still get you in because it's 5 teams and 4 teams qualify for the semi-finals, right?
Yeah, surely.
So the second win is crucial for both teams. They have won their first encounters, so a second win will virtually put them in the semi-finals. So they're battling here, the USA Open 2024.
Shouldn't have been a run there on the point region, but the batter did well. Rotation of strike is necessary at this stage because they are in a building phase. They have to build this partnership to chase down the target of 154.
Continue his man, attempted pull down to the long on field, a job catch in the end and a boundary. Fortunate for Erpele, getting 4 runs when he could have been dismissed. Good delivery there. So outside off had what's
Yeah, I think he slipped out there. There was no need of diving there.
mm-hmm.
He made it comfortably. Unlucky there, Harkaram.
Alright, so Airplay he goes to 6. The score goes to 68 for 2. And man is still in search of his first wicket. Man comes in bold, tall pacer. Pitching outside off. Not quick enough. Pulled per se into the mid wicket region. Comfortable single in the end for Airplay. And the score trickles on. The strike rate, as we mentioned earlier, is very well. 8 overs, 8 runs and over. He's chasing 154 after all. That's what you want. Man comes in. Bowls, full toss, outside off. Stretching is the batsman. Getting a full force of the bat under that one. Through the extra cover region. 4 runs to Airplay.
Yes, unnecessary slow run here. Allowed the batter to extend his arm towards cover region. He was bowling beautifully. His lines were tight, even though he was bowling short of the length, but batters were not able to execute those as he was good in his line.
And closing out the 8. The ninth over? What are we
Yes,
having?
9 over has been completed.
Okay, we're having a little bit of delay here with the score sheet, but 9 overs has been completed. 72 for 2 appears to be the score here. This interesting contest between DC Eagles and LA Lions. You're watching USA Open 2024, brought to you by MAQ Group of Companies.
Kamran Hathog is coming back for his second over. He was lucky there. He got a wicket on his very first ball. It was pitch short, but not very sweetly timed by Griffith, and a good catch there in the deep by Harkaran Man provided a breakthrough for his team, LA Lions.
And we have the spin option here. Needing a wicket is the LA Lions. And kind of bring this DC unit in check. Left arm, finger spin. From wide of the crease, angling into the pads, turn into the mid wicket region. By Wadat, he gets a single. He goes on to 10. He's faced 11 deliveries. No, he goes on to 13 actually. Scoreboard now catching up. He goes on to 13. No, what are we having here? Are we the scoreboard? Are we on target? It's Airplay that scored that run, and Wadat is now on strike. Okay, let's go. Here comes Hutak, short down the leg, missing out, hitting his pad with his bat. There is Airplay, short and wide, angling down the leg from the left arm spinner, who is, rubbing his pants, as to say that one slipped out of my hand. But fortunately for him, it's only went for a run. So Hutak, he continues bowling. This one, back of the arm, down the leg, an opportunity for sweep. Well done by the fielder there, using his leg per se. And 2 runs to the batter, Airplay.
Yes, Kamran Hathog must be happy with the effort, even though it came from the fourth, yet saved a couple of runs for his team. There's a big gap in the mid-wicket region. Oh, very well bowled. We have to see it's getting tighter, but the fielder are not so tight. They should not have allowed this run. Bowler doesn't like it. Oh, have to see. We have to see the signal from the umpire, but nothing there. It was a good piece of work from the wicketkeeper. Very well bowled from Kamran Hathog, but the batter didn't move his feet, so definitely a not out there. Change in bowling from the far end. Manan bowled a decent over, except for that slower one he bowled. So LA Lions are relying on their spinners now. Komran Huthak has given away 10 runs for his 2 overs. Took one good wicket of Griffith, who was set out there. Fitrat Khori is the new bowler in, and he's a leg spinner. There's a chance, it's in the air, but fell short from Faisal Iqbal. Oh, good backup there in the deep. Did not allow to run on the overthrow. Fitrat Khori is bowling his first over for LA Lions. Oh, it's driven between the cover, and there's a protection out there. Let's see. Oh, there's a misfield out there. Very uncanny from him. He should have stopped that. He was nowhere in the position to be able to get this one. This was sloppy from him and very much casual effort. The ball always comes rolling in this position, and you should know that you need your feet behind the ball to pick this one. Straight away he's sent out. A new fielder is in for him. Cut through the cover region. Yes, good effort this time. There's sloppiness from the bowler. Should have grabbed this one, but good backup. Good ball. This is from Fitrat Khani. We have to see if there's a chance, but they took it comfortably. Good running between the wicket from these two, putting pressure on LA Lion fielders. They have to be on their toes now. They can see the intent of the batters. They are trying to build a partnership here, not going harsh on these bowlers. Sliced away towards point region, and would love this boundary. 4 runs of this ball. Not a very good ball. This is from Fitrat Khori. It was full, it was wide, and easy strike for DC Eagle batter Nisar Wadat. A welcome boundary for him. Have a look at this one. It was full and it was wide, and he had his cover back, but there was no chance for him to stop this. Fitrat Khori comes into Amag Arpali, who's on 16 on 11 balls. Bowled a decent ball here. Would only get 1 on long off. So DC Eagles are 90 for the loss of 2 wickets after the end of 11 overs. Kamran Hotak will continue for the lines from pavilion end. It was pitched on the leg side and there's a protection and the day would only be 1 run for this ball. DC Eagles are doing great by rotating their strike. They're putting the fielders on their toes. The required run rate is 7.1. It is well played towards long off. Faisal Khan is working hard, not allowing the couple, but yet they make it. It wasn't a decent throw from him. Very bold ball this time from Kamran Hotak, right in the stumps. No chance for a batter to be able to rotate a strike on this ball. Full time. It was a full toss and Faisal Khan could not get his hand on this ball. It has run away for 4 runs. Not a decent ball from Kamran Hotak. It was juicy. It was an easy strike for the batter. Lovely dive this is from Faisal Khan. Beautiful efforts from this young man. Very much flighted delivery from Kamran Hotak. Another flighted delivery and beautifully driven towards long off fielder for 1 run. Good cricket again. This is from DC Eagles. They are rotating the strike well. So 98 for 2 at the end of 12 overs. Fitrat Qori will be spinning again for early lines from pavilion end. It was a good delivery. Started off well, not allowing anything easy for the batter to rotate. Fitrat comes into Arpali. Oh, he wanted to play it towards long on, but did not make a connection with the bat. 2 door ball straight away for Fitrat Qori. It was well bowled again, but a good cheeky single. The communication between these two batters has been marvelous. Oh, it went straight to the fielder. Should not have allowed this single. Change in the field straight away in the third man region. Two balls are yet to come from the hand of Fitrat Qori. Meanwhile, DC Eagles has reached the 100 mark. Played it beautifully towards long off for 1 run. Fitrat Kaur is not giving anything easy to these two batters. It was pitch short and cut away towards cover region for 1 run. So Fitrat Kaur has completed his another over. 13 overs gone, 102 for the loss of 2 wickets. Kamran Hotak is back on his run up from pavilion end. He has done a great job so far. 18 runs for 1 wicket. Cut away towards cover region. Would only be 1 run on this ball. I would like to see more efforts from the fielders. They all have good arms. They need to show some professionalism here, throwing 1 bounce from the boundary. Straight away want to run for this one and completes it comfortably. DC Eagles are too good between the wickets. They are putting pressure on LA Lions by rotating the strike. He has played it over the head of the cover fielder. It will run away for 4 runs. Lovely looking shot this is. It was short, it was wide, it was full, and it was there to hit. Wonderfully executed shot this is from Nisar Wadat. Not a very good ball from Kamran Hotak. 6 runs have been made on his 3 balls. Nisar Wadat has reached on 32 on 24 balls. He is batting beautifully for his team DC Eagles. Amog Arpali is complimenting him so well. He's on 23 and 21 balls. Kamran Hotak comes into Nisar Wadat. Good bowling this time. Dot ball for him. 2 balls are left in this over so far. Have a look at this one. It was full, it was wide, and wonderful connection from Nisar Wadat. Once again the similar delivery, but there's a protection in the deep. Would only be couple. Good running, good batting. This is from Nisar Wadat. Oh, it was a good Yorker. Oh, bit of sloppiness from the wicketkeeper. But good recovery again. $110 for 2 for the end of 14 overs. Change in bowling from the far end. Yusuf Zazai is warming up to bowl the 15th over of the innings. 44 runs are required in 36 balls. LA Lions surely need a wicket here, and DC Eagles are doing so well. They strike rotation and they're getting boundary in an over. Oh, he's ready. Arpali will face Yusuf Zazai. Oh, it was hit hard in the deck. There's no run available for him. Good fielding. A change in the field from Yusuf Zazai. Deep fine leg has gone back. Short third man has come in. So you need to have only 5 fielders outside the ring, otherwise it would be a no ball. Oh, it was pitched short. Surely a good ball from Yusuf Zazai. No run there for Team DC Eagles. So 2 dot balls in a row from Yusuf. Good piece of bowling this is. They need a dot balls to put pressure on these Eagles. Yeah, it got stuck in the pitch. Came back pretty slow. Was not able to make a connection. Oh, beautifully bowled this is. Appealing for cut behind, but surely there is no nick on the ball, but the bat has hit the ground. Three dot balls in a row for LA Lions. The pressure is building. The required run rate has reached 8 runs. We might see some big shot here because the batter must be under pressure after playing 3 dot balls in a row. Yusuf Zazai comes in abruptly. Oh, he wanted to play towards fine leg region. Got a bit of a glove on this one. Oh, they've run 2 runs. Not so good from the fielding side. They're allowing easy runs to these Eagles. You don't want to take the pressure off. Good bowling this is from Yusuf Zai, but great strike rotation, great game awareness from these Eagle batters. They stole away their 1 run from them. Very well bowled from Yusuf Zazai. It was full, it was Yorker. Not allowing any room for the batsman to play a shot on this one. So far 2 runs of this over 4 dot balls. Brilliant bowling this is from Yusuf Zazai into his 15th over for the team. We have a change in the field. Square leg fielder has come up and the third man fielder has gone back. It's well bowled. It was a slower one straight to the third man fielder. Would only be a one wonderful over. This is from Yusuf Zazai. 3 runs for it. 15 overs have been gone. DC Eagles 113 for the loss of 2 wickets.
So welcome back to your viewers, wherever you are in the world this time, whether you're watching the US Cricket Open 2024 online at MAQTV.com, whether you're watching it via the MAQ Sports app, which can be downloaded on the Google Play Store or on the Apple Store, whether you're watching it via YouTube, whether you're watching it Facebook or across our social media platforms, you're watching some interesting cricket. Zazi comes in, bowls the 16th over, wide outside off, pulling the batter, Wadat on his front foot, trying to limit the scoring further is Zazi. They have pulled it back, the LA Lions, after the DC Eagles had been scoring 10 runs per over at one stage. Aman.
Yes, they're doing well so far. They have not been able to score a run in the last over, so that's why the run rate has climbed above 8.
Zazi comes in, bowls, pitched up and hit down to long on and well taken in the deep. Dive into his right per se.
Yes, wonderful catch. This is from Yusuf Zazai. Might have hurt himself, but definitely a contention for his team. Got the breakthrough.
Yes, and a fine piece of catch, an excellent bowling. Here we go in the deep, running around to his right, catching it above his eyes, and rolling on the ground to ensure that that is well done safely. Going back to the pavilion is Airpali. 26 runs off 28 deliveries. Not a bad effort. Keep his team in the game here, DC Eagles, as they chase 154 for victory. In this, the second match of both teams having won their first encounter. Very tight contest, but the Eagles are somewhat now will have to be concerned because LA Lions bowling, led by Azazi and others, are pulling back this fixture.
Yes, good comeback. This is from LA Lions. Wonderful athleticism there from Yusuf Zazai. He bowled a brilliant over and then took a brilliant catch. Definitely brought his team back into this contest.
113 for 3 it is. We're in the 16th over. Again, they're chasing 154. So what we have there, 41 runs more needed. And we have 4.4 overs remaining. So it could go either way. It's currently at 7 runs per over. The required run rate is at 8. And 2 more good overs and the run rate may go over 10. Whereas for the batters, led by Wadat, who is on 34, and this new batter here, Zaid, they'll be looking to consolidate, not lose any more wickets, and get some boundaries. Curry comes in, bold, fast leg break, outside off, well within the blue line, no wide signal. The batter is looking at the umpire, but that one, fairly full length, outside off, not being able to score.
Yes, this time very quick from Fitrat Khori. Mohammad Zaid could not read it. That's why I didn't allow any shot on this.
Fari in again from the southern end. Googly spinning in, not reading that delivery, was a new batter Zaid. What did that miss?
Everything.
But yeah, that should have hit the stump because it's a nice googly, well tossed up, but it spun and he missed leg narrowly.
Yes, I think it was the first googly of the match. We haven't seen anyone before.
Yeah, it's good that he has that in his range, Kawi. Doing well so far, 1 for 16. Leg spinner. Comes in bold. Show that's one. Typical leg spin, full, on middle, kind of somewhat dug out to back with a point by the new batter Zaid. He gets off the mark.
Yes, wonderful bowling. This is from Fitrat Khori. So far only 1 run in his over and wicket. Run rate has climbed above 9.6.
So good bowling, putting tightening the screws. What will Wadat's response be? Flighted. Googly. This time pitching on the leg and heading further down. Appeal by the bowler. But that more had to do with the fact that it was a good, decent delivery and it was missed.
Yes, absolutely. It was going down the ground. Good decision by the umpire. but a miss from Nisar Wadat, who is well settled out there for 31 and 28 balls.
End of the over, the 16, the 114 for 3 are the DC Eagles. In chase of the LA Lions, competitive total of 154. Where this match will go, anybody's guess. You're watching USA Open Cricket Championship 2024 here on MAQ TV.
This T20 tournament coin, call it a coin or what would we call that? Medallion. Yeah. So thank you for your efforts. On the back side of it says thank you for your service. And to Broward County, we can't say enough for that. So thank you very much. So do a quick picture.
Back here, live action from the Broward County Stadium here in Lauderhill, close to Fort Lauderdale, close to Miami, here in Florida. You're watching US Open Cricket Championship 2024. Interesting matchup here between DC Eagles and LA Lions. LA Lions batted earlier, posted a competitive 154. DC Eagles are currently 114 for 3. They're going into run rate of 7 runs per over, but the required run rate has creeped now into the 10s. Good bowling on the part of the DC Eagles, the LA Lions unit, led by spinners Farad Kawi. And now we have the left-arm pacer back in Ayman.
Yes, Faisal Khan he is, and I got an update on him. He is an Afghan national.
Okay. So, I mean, did you know if he plays first class?
Yes, he played under 19 actually for Afghanistan.
Okay, invariably then. So yeah, quality bowler, one of the many quality players here on display. Here, if you're not Pakistani, Asian, Indian, West Indian, a lot of players doing well. Here, left arm seamer, Khan goes across the batter, Zaid, relatively new, now faced 4 deliveries. He's on 1. The more informed player is Nisar Wadat. He's on 34. But they're allowing the pressure to creep up. The run rate is now moved at 10.9, going to 11. And going in the final overs, you don't want to be a batting team facing anything over 10, man.
Yes, surely, but the credit goes to Yusuf Zazai and Fitrat Khori, who brought the LA Lions back into this game. Otherwise, the batters were very comfortable rotating the strike, but their spell has completely changed the game.
Come in, pitched up. I mean, worked into the deep mid-wicket region, attempted 2, it's not on, but fairly full deliverable by Khan here, keeping it tight again, as you said earlier, in support of the spinners. Afghanistan under 19 former player. Played first class cricket. I mean, and I'm sure he's still on the radar potentially for the Afghan team. But decent left arm pacer. We have seen whereby he's good at that stock swing delivery across the right-handers. We haven't seen a lot of in-swingers from him, but good control is Fazil Khan.
Yes, surely, and I wonder why all the left-arm bowlers bring the ball back in.
Khan comes in from the northern end, bowled a little bit full outside half, backing off is what out there and hitting that one too long off, beating the fielder, getting the boundary, much needed boundary for the DC Eagles, who was finding it difficult to score in the last 3 or 4 overs as the peg back on the part here by the Lions. But that one relatively inside out, wide off the long off fielder and piercing the gap and finding the boundary and Miss Anwar.
Yes, the mid-on fielder has moved back now. I wonder why he was up in the ring in the 17th over.
Alright, Khan, what will his response be? Comes in, left arm seamer, Yorker length, inside the pad, worked backward up square, only getting a single, what has succeeded. He now moves on to 39. His partners are still relatively new. Zaid, he's on 2 from 6 delivery, and the run rate is still over 10 runs per over. This is the final delivery of the 17 over. 120 for 3 are the DC Eagles. Remember, they're chasing 154. So, stay tuned. We have an interesting finish here. Khan comes in. Bowls. A little bit full. Coming out of his crease there is Zaid. Squeezing that one in the extra cover region. Got a single, thought of 2, but a very good return by the fielder. And ending that over 121 for 3. The DC Eagles in chase of 154, and we have an interesting contest on our hands. So back with you, live action as you saw just now, here from the Broward County Cricket Stadium here, the first international cricket stadium in the USA. The MAQ USA Cricket Open has been kept here consistently since 2009, has produced a number of interesting tournaments, matches, featured a number of international stars. We're talking top-notch celebrities from Chris Gayle and the likes, Andrew Russell and others. It has unearthed a lot of young talents as well who has gone on to play international cricket, both for Pakistan, India, West Indies, England, Australia, etc. So it's a top-notch tournament, one of the best, if not the best, here in the US, and we have it live here in MAQ TV. Bowling now, the 18th over is Kari, the spinner, was brought his team, DC United, hit down the ground to long on 1 run for Zaid, as the DC Eagles, who were doing very well at one stage, they were 10 runs per over. No, they are now down to 7. They are under pressure in chase of 154.
Yes, in the same way the run rate has climbed up to 11.9, so we need to see some bit of fireworks from the DC Eagle batters, because they have 7 wickets in hand, and you don't want to keep wickets in hand and don't score runs on the board.
Coming in is Kari, flighted that one up, backing off is the batsman, hitting that one straight. Did he get to pierce the gap? No. 1 bounce to the fielder there at long on, 1 run to the total, as an attempt was made by Wadat, who's the informed player, he's now on 40, to go down the wicket over the top. But as long as he's there, the Eagles will think that they have a chance.
Yes, now both these batters has to take the chance, because their run rate has climbed up, and they are too short to making the total of 154 in the 20 overs. So they have to take chances here. They've got wicket in hand, and a set batter Nisar Wadat is out there with Muhammad Zaid, who showed some attention in the previous ball. Let's see what he does now.
Let's see what happens. Kari throws it up a little bit flatter, inside out, hitting it to wide long on. The fielders cross for 2. So not bad. Good delivery, flighted delivery, good shot as well, inside out wide, but not enough to get a boundary.
Yes, Fitrat Khori is bowling beautifully. He wouldn't get mad when giving away single run. Single is a win for LA Loins, because they surely need 2 boundaries in and over here.
Alright, Kari come flighted again, this time on the leg stump, moving down the wicket. Is the informed Wadat. He has punched that one comfortably down to mid-on. But my fellow commentator here, Miss Ayon Anwar, who, for those who have been following the Pakistan woman international cricketer, kind of nod your head to suggest not singles that are required, right?
Yes, boundaries are required, and they should be going after it. They have got many wickets with them, so we can see 5 singles. Should be able to convert it in a boundary, certainly achieve the required run rate of 11, which has climbed above 12 now.
Yeah, 12.9, almost 13. So it's getting more difficult. 1 ball remaining here in the 18th over, being bowled by Kari. Well, one would say he has 1 for 22. Comes in from southern end, bowled a little bit quick, a little bit flatter. This time under. Sky delivered, the fielder out there deep mid wicket, judge it well, a good catch, punch in the air is Kari. He has gotten the breakthrough. The very dangerous, as the case may be, Wadat, if not informed, now being dismissed for 41, down the leg, asking to be hit, but not getting the full blade on the butt on it. The fielder there on the boundary ropes, catching it and judging that he doesn't step on the rope. In the end, it's a dismissal for Wadat. He goes for 41 from 32. Wicket fall, Eagles falling behind even further. Tell us, DC Eagles, what is it do they have left in the pavilion? Which players? We see somewhat of a tall, big hitting looking type of batter coming, Uzair, the pacer. Can he bring his team back? They are struggling. They are now requiring 14 runs of the last 2 overs. 14 runs per over going into the final 2 overs. They're in chase of 154. They are just 126 for 4. How do you see this one going, Anwar?
I think in T20 cricket it's surely possible. We have seen this happening many times, and this young man who came back in, he bowled beautifully. We have to see what he does with the bat. And I tell you what, the catch that he just took was not so easy, but he made it look so easy. He adjusted it so well, so beautifully.
Perfectly judged. He knew where he were, came in maybe 2 or 3 steps off the boundary where he started, And by the time he backtrack maybe one or two, he knows okay, all I need to do is just turn side on, as you said earlier, and not going over the rope. And excellent catch. Unfortunate for Wadat, who with that six would have brought the Eagles back in the fixture in a much stronger position. But they are now depending on a lot to happen in these final 2 overs, because they still require 30 runs, if not 29 runs, and it's a lot.
Yes, it is certainly a lot. 14 runs in 2 overs.
14 runs per.
But we have seen this happening.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have a set batsman in.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bit of a trouble with DC Eagles. They have to take their chances. They would want to win this to make it 2-0 in the tournament and fix their spot in the semi-final. But that at this stage, LA Lions look more comfortable. And this young man, Faisal Khan, is back on his runner with the ball in his hand. He reminds me a lot of my fellow cricketer, Diana Beg.
Okay. In terms of?
In terms of his action.
Okay.
His haircut.
Maybe.
And his style. I'm going to show her to you and you will say the same, I'm sure.
Indeed. Very good to have. Indeed. It does look like Diana Beg. It's good to have in the booth commentary of our international player of your repute, and can bring these perspectives to the game. And we look forward to you recovering from your injury and returning back to Pakistan duties.
Yes, I hope to make a comeback soon. Meanwhile, enjoying it a lot here. Thanks to MAQ for extending this opportunity for me. And it's wonderful to see the growth out here in USA. He's doing a wonderful job.
Pushing that one cross Khan there as we go into the 19th over. Well, was Faisal Khan, the Afghan fast bowler, are doing very well. And you too. I mean, how many T20s and how many ODIs have you played?
Yes, I have played 37 T20s and 7 ODIs for Pakistan.
Okay, doing well. Hopefully the next T20 or ODI World Cup will see you in the green.
Yes,
Coming
I hope so.
Faisal is wide of the batter as he swings and miss. There is Zaid running up after collecting as a keeper. They're realizing the Lions, they're cockahoo as we call it. They are very well set here to record victory. They are second of the tournament and arguably booked their, mathematically we believe, booked their semi-final spot with their second win. It's a 5-team tournament. It ends on Saturday, the semi-finals on Friday. 2 wins virtually guarantee you one of those 4 spots in the semi-finals. So, good going by the LA Lions.
Yes, they are quite in a driving seat. 2 dot balls for Faisal Khan straight away. Mohammad Uzair not so happy on the non-striker end, talking to his batter to at least rotate the strike.
You're watching MAQ TV wherever you're watching it, either on the App Store, the Google Play Store. You're watching it online at MAQTV.com. You're watching it on YouTube or Facebook. It's USA Cricket Open, quality cricket action. Khan comes in from outside, bowls, top edge, over down to extra cover. 2 runs is on, 2 runs is taken. But it should not be enough for the Eagles management team, because if not team overall, they want boundaries at this stage. The run rate has now crept up to 17. We're midway the 19th over, Ayman.
Yes, they kept it so comfortable in the till the 10th over and kept climbing up since 15th over. So we have to give credit to Yusuf Zazai, Fitrat Qori and Faisal Khan for their...
Bowls that one wide, pitched up outside off, an attempt at a run and a run out has been made. Very brilliant pick up there from Khan, who fell after being bowled. The missed run out at the strikers and he collected, however, had the frame of mind to turn and hit the non-striker, and who was never in the picture. And a wicket there for the Lions. Another one goes down for DC Eagle, and the Lions are celebrating. They're large and in charge of this US Cricket Open matchup. The DC Eagles are 128 for 5 in chase of 154.
Yes, Muhammad Zaid couldn't make a great connection with the ball, and his partner thought he must take a run here because they're running short of balls here.
Yeah, so it's one of those things you had to take your chance, but it was brilliant feeling, because on a typical basis, a bowler picking up a return like that and then having a present mind and getting a direct hit is not the norm.
Yes, it was wonderful from Faisal Khan. He showed a great effort here, and he is showing his athleticism. We have seen him diving in the deep. Yesterday, he attempted a wonderful catch, almost grabbed it, but was unable to push it back in the ground. But it was a marvelous effort.
Getting out of hand, almost 19 runs required. We're down to the final 2 deliveries of 19 over. Short. Whoa, good quality bouncer. Passing the shoulder of the very tall Uzair from Khan. Afghan former under 19 player Fazil Khan, showing he has quality and class with that bouncer.
Yes, it was so wonderful to see him bowling variations here, and he understands the importance of this over. He bowled outside off stump to Mohammad Zaid, made it uncomfortable for him to be able to connect it with the bat, and he failed to do so.
Yeah, so good quality penultimate over here. None for 19, Faisal Khan. He's delivering it for his captain in restricting the DC Eagles scoring opportunities. 1 ball remains, and the required rate is now 22. So 20 odd will be required of a final over. Very unlikely.
Sayyid Rafi Safdar is the new batter in for DC Eagles at the non-striker end.
So Khan comes in smooth left arm pacer from the northern end. Here bubbling in the breeze. Edged somewhat outside of the bat, but going straight to the backward point fielder on the square. Being congratulated by the keeper and his players, because had that beat any of the fielders, it would have gone for 4 and maybe made the last over interesting. Because right now the last over definitely looks challenging. DC Eagles 129 for 5 in chase of 154. So we're inside the final over of this contest. 25 runs required by DC Eagles, who some would say would have been giving away this game because they were scoring at 10 over 10 runs per over at one stage. Now they're scoring at 6, and they have allowed themselves to be very short of the asking for 154 runs to win. Quality bowling on the part of LA Lions, however, led by their spinners and pacer in Faisal Khan just now. They are bringing on this fast bowler here, Imran Mohammadi, but it's unlikely that he'll give away 25 runs. What do you think, Ayman?
Unlikely that he will be giving away those runs, but I believe anything is possible in T20 cricket. Good ball to start with. Let's see what the umpire says.
What kind of delivery
yes,
is that?
it's wide.
Wide, over the shoulder.
Yes.
Not a great start, I'm just saying, for Imran. The pacer here bowling from the southern end. He has lowered the total required to 24.
Yes, it is above the head of the batter, so Imran Mohammad is getting mad for no reason. When he sees the replay, he will understand it himself.
Yes, so it's a short and slow ball. You'd not be wanting that. You want to be pitching up. You'll want to be bringing the batter on the front foot, and you want either dot balls or singles. But let's see what happens if Imran will crush under the pressure. 130 for 5, DC Eagles. So Imran comes in, bowls, pitched up and laced through extra cover by the lower order batsman Uzair here. The pacer, as the case may be, fast bowling all around. 4 timely runs for DC Eagles as they chase 154. Kareem through extra cover, having pitched up Imran the left-hander, and for some strange reason it has brought the equation into somewhat gettable. Would you say?
Yes, surely it is. That's what I said, that anything is achievable. Realistically, it was difficult, but miraculously it is. because Mohammad Uzair has played a beautiful shot. He has shown that he can hit. So we have to see how the bowler calm his nerves down and how he adjusts the field according to the bowling. He pitched it up and he had no fielder for that, so he surely needs to review these things.
A 6 preferably, or another boundary, and we have to watch what happens. A dot ball and the Lions will feel a sigh of relief. Comes Imran, this time around the wicket. It's a dot ball indeed. Handling in the left-hander to the right-hand batter. He did a crossbar shot, only succeeded to hit the ball back to the bowler.
Yes, good bowling. This is from Imran Mohammadi. Pitched it hard, making it difficult for the batter to loft him over his head.
Yeah, much better angle here coming from around. So the batter will have to back off to give himself room. If not, he'll be cramped. So Imran comes in, nice fluent action, wide of the crease. This time bowling a little bit slower. It bounced before it reached the keeper. Outside off within the wide line. Bending down is the batter Uzair, because he knew that not getting batter into that has almost ensured that his team is going to lose this one, because the scoring opportunity has been reduced. 3 balls remain, and the run rate is not what?
20 runs are required,
20
so
runs
they
to
surely need a no ball to be able to get themselves back in the game.
Yeah, so keep it simple. DC fans are saying short, outside off.
Oh.
Hit down to the fielder there, drop catch, as the case may be, hitting the fielder in the face, I believe, as well. But opportunity there for a dismissal. Fielder from long off running in, ball going through his arms, hitting him in the face.
Yes, I wonder why he attempted it a reverse cup.
Yes.
Conventional
Indeed.
catch would have made it easier. It's
Indeed.
very difficult to have that
Did
reverse
come at
cup
him
running in.
a little bit fast though,
Yes, it
because
did.
it was a flat bat shot. But at this level,
As you
those are
say, 10
expected
is
to be
bad
taken.
shot.
Yes, 10 is bad shot. But at this level, you expect those to be taken comfortably.
Truly.
So 125 for 5 it is. DC Eagles all but out of this contest now, in chase of 154 to win. Excellent bowling by the LA Lions, who are set for their second wins. Imran comes in, runs in, bowl. That one on the stump, hoisted, will fall short in front of the long on fielder by the left-hander. Just a single, and nothing is happening for DC Eagles in this second half of the innings. They're all but out of the contest. If not, they are out. 1 all remains. LA Lions.
Yes, DC Eagles are about to lose it from a very comfortable position where they only needed 6 runs per hour and a wicket down there, and a comeback from Yusuf Zazai, Fitrat Khori made it comfortable for LA Lions. Turned it away from DC Eagles, and now here they are on the last ball requiring 18 runs. Oh, it has been launched. We have to see.
Not exciting. An excellent catch there on the boundary. A very clinical performance, feeling performance from the LA Lions. They wrap up the innings of the DC Eagle. Outside off, whipped down to deep mid wicket, but again, the fielder well set down cow corner. Know where we were. Catch inside, dismissing another player and winning the game for his team by 17 runs. The LA Lions are on top. They have scored their second win, and with it, Iman, they have through to the semifinals of the US Cricket Open 2024 are the LA Lions.
Yes, so wonderful from LA Lions, but have a look at the DC Eagles scorecard. Griffith 24 runs and Amog Arpali 26 runs, highest run getters. Oh, Nisar Wadat is the highest run getter, 41 runs on 33 balls. Husnain Bukhari 18 runs. They gave away 12 extra runs in 20 overs and could able to achieve 130. LA Lions are here. Yusuf Zazai 3 overs 21 runs. Faisal Khan 4 overs 20 runs, no wicket but bowled beautifully. Ibar Muhammad 3 overs 28 runs, got 2 wickets. Mohammad Adil bowled 1 over and gave away 8 runs. Kamran Hutak bowled beautifully 4 overs 26 runs, 1 wicket.
So as we wrap up this coverage here of USA Cricket Open day number 4 it is, and we have seen another exciting encounter. The first of 2 games here at the Fort Lauderdale Broward County Stadium here in Florida. Winning by 17 runs are the LA Lions, headed by Durrani, quality 50 in their total of 153. DC Eagles could only manage 136 in the end, and it's now through to the semifinals for the LA Lions, who are now 2 from 2. Semifinals will be kept on Friday, and the final on Saturday for USA Cricket Open 2024 Championship here on MAQ TV. Thank you for joining us wherever you are watching us, either on the MAQ TV website, either via downloading the MAQ app on the Google Play Store or the App Store, or wherever on social media. It's an exciting tournament. Wherever you are, continue to tune in. And if you're in Florida, turn up for the games, because we're having some quality cricket action from a number of players. Signing off, myself here, Jeremy Lanneman, and our Pakistan woman international cricketer, Ayman Anwar, who have been an excellent analyst. See you for the next game.